technical difficulties and shit. Alright, y'all. We finna go ahead and get into this. What this is. Man, we finna go ahead and get into this Stang murder. You know what I'm saying? He got killed like, 2 weeks ago? Let's dive deep into it, y'all.
Go to Nene Marie 37 on IG.
Damn.
Purchase a signed copy of my book. That's how you support me. Make sure you smash that like. And follow me on TikTok at Trenches News 383. That Jam is in jail, but somebody working the page. But they do say that he in jail. So we gonna talk about that. And we talking about KTS Hell Rail is in federal custody, crossing state lines with 2 fully loaded guns, man. We got to talk about that. Make sure y'all smash that like button so this video get around. If you got Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Facebook Market, AJ, he hooked it up. Smash that hype button and that like button. I will be live for a few hours before the game, y'all. All right, so first story we talking about is Stang. Stang from Wood Guerrero came home after doing 9.5 years on a murder and 2 attempts. And when he came home, he was still on 75th. Like, Rico Reckless, shout out to him.
Like, he come home still on the same type of bullshit. Still on the same time in 9 years ago. Nigga, you was 30-something, 30 years old, man? Ah, damn, man. When we gon' take our minds and just evolve, you know? Just evolve.
He tried to get Stang
to
go out there and show him the other life, man. But, you know, when you got guys who in the hood and y'all want to prove that y'all can still be on the strip, you know, things happen, man. And eventually you will end up getting killed, man. Killed, paralyzed, or in jail for shooting somebody, because now you got to play, you got to defend yourself, and you a felon with a weapon. You know, ain't no self-defense. So,
Facts.
And Little Mister got killed around the corner, and a couple of more members probably got killed within that vicinity. So Stang was coming out a store, him and some other guys, and they were ambushed. The guys was already waiting in the car outside, waiting on them to come out, seeing them go in.
I mean, shit, chat. Like, they knew where the fuck he was at.
Bruh.
Like, he literally had an interview over there on the same block where he got his first murder. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Like, they like, yeah, if they want to find this nigga, they know exactly where to know, you know what I'm saying, where to be at, where to find this nigga, for real, y'all.
In the store, seeing them come out, and that's when they ambushed. Now, out of all those 80 shell casings, somebody in the store returned a lot of shells. They returned a lot of shots back towards those guys before they skeeted off. So somebody that's on Stang's side did end up returning fire. Now the police, they found the car in the Princeton Park area. You know, that's like 95th to like 80 something, you know, in the back of the little projects and shit. They found the car in that area, and they said that it was spent shell casings that they believe that was part of the crime scene that happened to Stang. And Lunchables and some more shit that they were saying. But I hope these guys wasn't up in there eating Lunchables, leaving their hands all over the plastic, left shells up in there and shell casings up in there.
Hey, chat, they was hungry on the motherfucking drill. Shit. After that bullshit, they like, man, I'm hungry, folks. Let's tear down that Lunchable. Oh, bro.
You know, and then just left the cop. Probably ain't wipe it down or nothing.
Hell nah.
You know? It's crazy, man. But Stang was killed, man, after coming home. You know, he also, you know, killed other people. You know, people, families, they came out and said, you know, rest in peace to him. I mean, not rest in peace to him. They showed his picture, and you know, they was proud of justice, you know, because sometimes you don't get justice in the court. And to a civilian, they have the right to say that they want justice or whatever, even though you might feel hurt. Because one of the drill rappers, they get killed right now, they mama, they gonna be going to court, they gonna be pressing charges on the people and everything, because they ain't got anything to do.
Damn Skippy, chat. You motherfucker right, they mothers is. They mothers ain't gonna play about they babies.
With the streets, you know. But they did recover the car that they do believe that was used in the hit for Stang, man. I'll keep y'all updated on that. You heard it right here from Trenches News, man. Hey, next story we talking about is OTF Jam people, man. They had hit me up, and they was like, Jam is in jail. They for sure that he in jail, but somebody working that page for Jam. So,
damn, so he was in jail the whole time, huh? It's strange, man. Somebody fucking with that page for sure.
Jam is most likely been through that page to somebody who out, and they putting that. Now, far as him being out, if Jam was out, they do got a valid point. He would have went live. He would have been on live, adding people, 1 million views right now, and all that shit.
All
Jam
type of
is
shit.
A gangster. So I had to think about what this person was saying. That he in jail, but he used.
I ain't gonna lie, I already knew that wasn't Jam. I'm like, man, hell nah. That can't be him doing, you know what I'm saying, dropping his whole, you know what I'm saying, low, all that shit, bro. Hell nah. That wasn't him, y'all.
Than somebody else to navigate through the what's the name. Now THF Lil Law, he know Jam, he know Zoo. Zoo been around Jam, and he done been around Jam through Zoo and probably through the prison system. And he said that's for sure Jam. We know it's for sure Jam that's talking, because the guys who locked up right now, Platoon 30 and One Arm from the 79th area, from Drill City to MTV, they be all through the 9, you know, and they arrested by the feds. And Jam added them in a post, and the same guys that he added, some of them are arrested right now, and they be around Lil Durk and them and everything. So they said that is Jam, but Jam is in jail. They know that Jam is in jail. They say Jam ain't out of jail. So the fake address that was put up there, that was a throw off. It was probably just
bad jail. Stay at that jail, chat. For real. That nigga always in that motherfucker.
I'm gonna play with them since they playing with me. You know, shit like that. But I will keep y'all updated, man. I will keep y'all updated on the OTF Jam, Lil Durk, and everything that's going on, and Boone and them. Hey, next story we talking about KTS Hell Real, man. The guy who was charged for killing No Limit Mad Max, man. Lil Mad Max, rest in peace to him, bro.
Create your unique website with AI using Fimo. Ask what you want, Fimo create.
And he was charged for the murder due to Mad Max being on a bed. The police talked to him even though he was on medication, even though he was, you know, I'm talking about shot up and fighting for his life. They still end up talking to this guy and getting information of who killed him. And he said,
motherfucker lit up all on the structure and shit. They still want to know, you know what I'm saying, information.
Yeah. Terrell Webb was the guy who killed him. And KTS Hell Real ended up going to jail and probably do like 4 years. He was in jail, bonded out, and then he did a couple more years for it, and then he came home. Now, since he was home, he was, you know, just venting, and he was on the internet and saying the streets, you know, he was doing his little thing, man. But
he's doing his grizzly.
He was arrested by the feds. He got a fed charge now for crossing state lines and getting caught in Wisconsin with 2 weapons.
Damn.
Now, it sound like, out of all the paperwork, it sound like that he was trying to change his life. You know, he moved down there. He went, you know, I'm talking about, to a shelter, and he was trying to get his life right. And he ended up, you know, having the guns on him, and he caught a federal charge now. So I will keep y'all updated on that. And then in Wisconsin and crossing state line and shit, I seen Lil Wet. Lil Wet been gone for 5 years, and Lil Wet didn't have no background. He beat the quadruple murder, so he ain't got no background. Lil Wet is still gone. Lil Wet been gone for at least about 4 years and some change right now, you know. So he gonna get 5 years or better, you know. But I guess you gotta protect yourself, man, when you didn't, when the gangs from Chicago everywhere, like Wisconsin, you can't go nowhere in the Midwest, man, and not find somebody or run into somebody
from
Chicago, Minnesota, Iowa, Ohio, St. Louis. You can't go nowhere, man. And somebody knows somebody that's gonna point you out. Oh man, you the one.
Bro, they gon' so you walking in the store, hey, that's folks said used to be right there on 73rd right there. Hey, let's get his ass, folks. Bro. Your ass somewhere all the way in fucking, well, you ain't there far, but shit, you in another city. You in Minnesota or some shit. And Walmart, they on your ass still.
Or get a drop to No Limit or something, and you know, you never know who with who. So that's what I got on KTS Hell Real. He has been charged with They're basically trafficking two firearms across state lines, man. Everybody going to the feds, man.
Hell yeah,
ain't nobody
man.
got no money, man.
Ain't nobody
These
safe.
type of cases, man.
For
At least,
real.
man, before you jump off the porch, get your priorities in check, man. Cause your homies them ain't gonna send you no money. So before you kill somebody, go and rob somebody, home invasion or anything, at least have some money to match that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Going
Real,
to home invasion, knowing that I got lawyer money, I got bond money, I got commissary money, I got money still to send my kids and take care of my family. If
For
you
real,
ain't got
Chad.
that shit, man, you might as well go and get a job.
Nah, for real, you don't want to be in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, already fucked up in that, like, jam. You gonna be in that jam and shit, you know, bro, you gonna be like, hey, bro, I'm in a jam, can you help me real quick, man? Like, fuck, man, come on. You gonna be like, nah, motherfucker, you can't get shit. Like, damn, I can't. All the times I've been looking out for you and shit, you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing for me, like, damn. Bro, that's how that shit gonna be, chat. For real.
Just go and get a job and work and do it for your family. Because the time that these ninjas are doing, it doesn't add up, man. It don't add up. It don't add up none of the time. 5 years gone, bro, you could have been a millionaire. On that 10 years gone, you could have been a millionaire. Stain was gone for 9 years. Mikey gone for 13 years. You know what I'm talking about?
Wasted.
Imagine if they would have used that energy 13 years and not been in jail to something else.
Wasted.
Focusing on something else, a craft, a trade, a business. They could have been up, man. But yeah, this Trenches News, man, I will be going live for a few hours before the game.
Man, that shit crazy, man. For real, chat. Motherfuckers be digging they shit to bullshit. More bullshit. Bro.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice from...
I was watching.
Alright, y'all. We finna get into motherfucking Big Bank. Take Lil Bank, but Big Bank though. His name Big Bank. Let's dive deep into it.
This podcast that Big Bang had with some other Atlanta dudes recently, and the first thing that came to my mind was 6ix9ine has done irreparable damage to Atlanta and is really, really tragic. Before we get the video started, this video is sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is a prediction market.
Get the shit started.
6ix9ine interview, I had to seek counseling. I had to go to a group because I was spiraling. You know, I called in Dewberry from Dallas, Texas. Ray Danes from the South Side, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta. My brother Parlay from the West Side of Atlanta.
They go spiraling,
My
y'all.
dog DJ Scream without a moderator at all, man. Y'all go check in, man.
Well, that nigga had a reality check. Bro, like that nigga. He was spiraling, chat. Oh God.
Pray for me. You know what I'm saying? Pray for me.
Obviously, that was meant to be a joke by Big Bang, but what was not a joke was they actually did do a podcast with everyone Big Bang named to discuss and react to this Big Bang and 6ix9ine interview. And I'll be real, like, you know, the spiraling was some foreshadowing, because what's not a joke is the first thing out of their mouth proved, well, 6ix9ine won.
Pick a major city other than Atlanta, way more rats. We can go for it, boy. We'll write them down. Who want to go for this? Who want to do this?
We're gonna double back.
What city want to do this rat for rat?
Say rat for rat.
Rat for rat. Hold on. We ain't in the league. I bet we last. I bet we last.
Even that is them conceding, man, he got us. He changed the entire perception of Atlanta overnight. When he did that interview with Big Bang,
Bro.
and he presented the receipts and the evidence and the proof, and Big Bang was stuttering and panicking and moving through it, that convinced the world, oh, damn. Bro, he alright. Damn, bro, Gunna told?
That nigga ain't had shit to say. Oh, bro.
Damn, Kenny Savage told? God damn, how many niggas told?
Everybody
Big
told.
Bang ain't really have no response to it. Right? So this is them even conceding, yo, we gotta get our get back, man. Yo, somebody come and do an interview where we debate who the bigger rat. Street dudes debating
Who the bigger rat?
Them or no? Come on. Even that is
Hey
crazy.
man, what the fuck? Hey, I told you that street shit getting played out now, bro.
saw that was happening, what was y'all first thoughts? And just be real. Don't think about it. Don't sugarcoat it because he right here. Just be real about it. Concern?
Great answer. Concern. Great
okay.
Answer. My first, it was only concern because, so like, I take Atlanta personal, right? Like, we don't really have problems here, right? And if we do, it's real. So when I saw Wack saying, nah, I was like, you open yourself up to that other, you know, when you do an interview, you open yourself to a door. I was concerned because I'm like, man, like, if you sat down with him, you got to be good with whatever come with it. So on some Atlanta, that was my thought process. Like, just concerned about my.
Okay.
They talking about this like Bank had a tragic accident or something, man. Bro, Bank just got watched by 6ix9ine.
Oh, bro.
Bank is really great at what he does, and he's gonna bounce back. Like, who cares, right? But yo, it didn't have to be concerning. Like, Bank didn't have to get the backlash he got. Yo, if Bank would have went to that interview and kept it real, it would have been solid. But what Bank did is, Bank went to the interview. 6ix9ine provided indisputable evidence, right? We're not even gonna like touch on things like the Gunna or the T.I. situation. That's just in 4K. That like they tell it on camera. Let's go to like 21 Savage. Right? Yo, with 21 Savage, yo, again, it's indisputable. 21 Savage got a U visa to stay in the United States.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
that.
that.
U visa as a victim of a crime, you sign on a dotted line. You agree to cooperate, right, with law enforcement.
That nigga ain't even from, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta. Goddamn, Chad. Goddamn. All these niggas fake as hell, Chad. Fake to the motherfucker.
Against your perpetrators, if they find them, right? So 21 Savage signed on a bottom line and agreed to it. Bank is reading it, and then Bank tells 6ix9ine, well, what that mean? Well,
you a snitch. You a rat, nigga.
Like, hold on, bro. Like, yo, you're being dishonest here.
Right.
If Bank would have did this interview and just kept it 100, oh yeah, what? A word that happened, man, bro, he did bad. If he would have just kept it 100, man, bro, Bank would have been like a champion right now, right? For being a real street dude who stand on morals and principles and integrity, right? Who
he ain't stand on none of that.
Protect relationships, but he didn't do that.
Bro, he definitely didn't.
Does 21 Savage have a U visa? How is he in the United States right now? Right? 21 Savage is here off a U visa. You know what's a U visa? A U visa is a U.S. immigration benefit for non-citizen victims. Key word, victims.
See, man, what? Bro,
let me finish. Hold on,
calm down, bro.
He say, calm down, bro.
Immigration for a non-citizen victim of a certain crimes who have suffered substantial mental or physical abuse and are helpful to law enforcement in investigation or prosecution of that criminal activity. This is a fact, though.
But what they got to do with anything, though? I'm saying, what you saying? What's the point, though? What's the point that you're making? You saying he was a victim?
I mean, he's
a lot of people be victims, though. If you get shot, that's a victim.
Okay. A key word right here. Read that slowly for me. Now read it out loud. Let people and
physical abuse and or
physical abuse, mental or physical abuse, and are helpful to law enforcement in the investigation of what you gonna ignore that? That's what you got right now. You know that?
What that mean though?
Bank. 21 Savage got a U visa.
Right.
That means he was a victim.
He trying to play stupid.
In a crime. This is Bank.
He told.
This is like this. What I'm trying to say. So when you come out calling me the Mexican, the lace run, and I shut it down. Yo, homie, every action has a reaction, right? So now you're gonna make me dick.
Really don't mean shit.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean shit.
So
that's the only. You saying that's the only way you can get a visa?
Yeah. Look.
Bank read the fine print in 4K and then asked, man, don't mean nothing, man. They can get a U visa. Yeah, that's what a U visa is, right? But Bank went from defending the rats, right, and defending them with all his heart to until 6ix9ine provided too much evidence, and then he transitioned to he don't care about ratting. But you cared about ratting 20 minutes ago when you was defending them, right, with every breath in your lung.
Rat or not, bro. I ain't here to be who a rat. I don't give a fuck who tell it.
Why you don't have a problem?
That ain't me, bro. I don't got no problem with you or none of these.
So when Young Thug and 21 Savage has something to say about me, why in the interview say, yo, I don't know what that man went through, man. I don't know what that man, That man ain't doing nothing
I
wrong.
basically just said he still look like he quit. I ain't feed into that.
But why you didn't say like, yo, bro?
I ain't saying that now for
that
them.
man had
I'm not
every
saying that now for them. I'm saying I'm not in it. What you talking about? What you think I'm finna be the revival? I'm not finna nothing, bro.
You're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning of the internet, there's never been such a
Because of this interview and the proof that 6ix9ine provided about 21 Savage, Young Thug, Gunna, and others, Big Bank himself is disowning 21 Savage, Young Thug, and Gunna. And we know this because even during the interview, he said, man, I'm not protecting nobody.
Right.
But in the podcast they did afterwards, speaking about and reacting to this interview, Big Bang did something like subconsciously that kind of shows the effect that 6ix9ine had. Because of what 6ix9ine did, everybody is calling Young Thug, Gunna, and 21 Savage into question because he provided receipts. During the interview, they told Big Bang that he was their OG. Young Thug called Big Bang OG during the interview together, and Big Bang accepted it. But this time around, because of what 6ix9ine did and how he exposed them, now Big Bang is publicly disowning Young Thug, 21 Savage, and Gunna, and publicly stating, man, I ain't their OG.
Damn.
That is why he went so hard on it.
Damn, you ain't the OG no more. Damn. Because they snitched, huh? That's crazy.
See, Bank, you don't understand your power. He looking at you like all these young street niggas look up to you.
Right.
So I can't fight
You the hero.
Thug and these niggas. And I can't fight them all. But if I go to the OG and make my case, no.
You the general.
His perception is you as OG on some Atlanta shit.
I ain't their OGs.
Hey.
I don't want to be associated with none of
that
stuff, man.
Damn.
I am not their OG. But that shows the power that 6ix9ine had, because prior to this interview, Bank would have claimed that title proudly. But he don't want to be
he would.
No 21 Savage, no Gunna, and Young Thug.
Nah.
Because he's ashamed of it. And
I ain't with that shit. That's too much. That's too many rats out there. I ain't with that foolishness. All the polices.
They do acknowledge the backlash. Now, the only thing I would say is they probably needed somebody to be in the room with them to further explain why he was getting backlash, because he still don't understand why he was getting a backlash, and the people in the room don't really understand it either.
Yep.
Man, that ain't was wrong.
How fast that type it?
They hit that phone hard as fuck. Man. Yep.
Everybody got an opinion, man. Let them like you want to. What you gotta say? Say it.
Yeah, say it.
I don't need all you like me, no way.
But they got that where they got, bro. It did the caption. They got that everywhere, bro.
Damn, Chad, they on his ass. Damn. Hey, the child ain't letting him breathe.
It's hard to get. You know how much hate to be everywhere. I don't give a what y'all saying. Show my picture.
Man.
They got on there. 6ix9ine presses Big Bang. 6ix9ine exposed. Expose me.
He did got exposed though.
You ain't asking no question. You ain't asking.
Keep it coming though. Say some more. Now I want to come on your podcast and talk about it. Pay. Now I want to pay you to come talk about this.
Yeah.
Say some more. Keep me talking, man. We trying to make that shit up. They giving me real deal money. The thing about us, we just too prideful to get out here and get the money. They got all the they're screaming. Those guys.
Bank to me needs better people around him to tell him the truth, because they still don't get it.
Yeah.
Like they still don't understand that people are getting sick and tired of the streets. People are
Like,
getting,
how is you that old and still not realizing this shit, bro? Like, you still got the same dumbass mentality, for real, bro.
sick and tired of fake street dudes and their fake morals and their fake integrity, and they're sick of it, right?
For real,
and they're
man.
especially sick of street dudes creating new rules for themselves. So
Shit be
when
crazy.
they sit on that podcast they just had together and they talk about, 6ix9ine kind of had a point. One dude said, 6ix9ine kind of had a point. They do be talking about him first. Like Big Bang right-hand man, I guess the closest person to him on that podcast, he goes and says, well, yeah, like street dudes can talk about rats. Rats can talk about street dudes. And I'm like, hold on. You think that's gonna like portray well? Like, you think that you tell the general population that street dudes are these ominous kings, czars who can talk about anybody they want to talk about, but when people talk about them, they're not allowed to? Like they can talk about 6ix9ine because 6ix9ine is a quote unquote rat, but 6ix9ine can't talk about the people talking about him. In what world do you think that's gonna reflect well?
Gonna do it 1,000 times again.
He got 1 point though that he said in there.
1,000 times again.
He said he wake up and they be talking about him.
What you mean? Cause street don't talk about rats. You're a rat. So if you talking about it, like I say, if we do the verses, it's gonna be a lot to be feeling like that then. Cause a lot of these ain't gonna go on that.
But guess
So
what?
you talk about us?
But
But
Bank
you can't
says,
call no rat with accusations. You might well shut your rat too.
No, you talk. You right.
That's what I'm trying to tell.
You right
Like, bro,
about that.
even though, okay, you trying to put me in the middle. Who told? But you told.
Yeah.
So I ain't finna say yeah, nothing to validate that you told too.
Yes.
I ain't in there. Let's just talk about you in your case, bro. I don't give a now one of y'all did.
Yeah.
I need this content, partner.
Shit, but you did lost that debate though.
Scream, you saying something though.
He did lost that damn debate though, Chad. Real shit, you know, real shit. I know you. I understand you wanted the money, but you lost that debate though.
What our people don't realize. That's a rat, right? Why in the steady pouring gas on it?
That's all I be saying. We got.
So if I stop, if we just say, I'm not gonna say your name no more. You know everything goes away. Do you know it goes away?
Nobody talk about.
If nobody talks about,
Nobody talk about Trump, it's over.
it's
Yeah,
over.
that's how I say. Just ignore it.
It'll be over.
Whoever. I'm not just using them names. I'm saying anybody in general.
It's-
If everybody
it'll be over.
stops talking about someone,
it take.
their motion is over.
It's over.
Yeah,
You got
that's what it takes.
it happened and it's over.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah. But see, the thing about it is the people who it means more to are not the people who's tuning in.
Facts. So that's why I say I don't know what y'all saying. No,
Start talking about it. You got now. You basically on because it keep going on their side.
But now, because guess what? I'm just being real. You haven't heard 9 New York talk about 6ix9ine. Who? Talk to? Ask one. Then where it
Dude
happened,
got a point.
ain't 9 of them done said nothing.
Damn. I'm trying to think about it myself. He do got a point though, Chad.
You
For
ain't
real.
heard Jim. You ain't heard none of them.
Nobody.
That dude name. Not one of them.
Nobody.
But they was the one that was. Come on now.
Yeah.
Nobody is beyond reproach. If you can speak on somebody, they can speak on you. And street dudes are probably the most like the easiest people to like critique. They're the most flawed human beings ever.
Yeah.
But y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think?
They is
Do y'all feel
they is pretty stupid. Pretty damn stupid. Bro. Shit. Alright.
What's up, y'all? I'm Percy Miller, Master P, and I want to tell y'all
Master
social
P.
media, physical products, digital products, it's the way of the future. If you want to grow your business, log in right now with us. Me and Spe-
This Rick
Yo, man, we finna get into the Rick Ross shit, man. Let's dive deep into it. See what's going on in it. Let's go.
Ross and Rory and Mal beef just got out of hand very fast. So the beef started when Rory and Mal came on their podcast and essentially reacted to Rick Ross doing these interviews and these recent tours where he's talking about Drake and he's saying he don't got no problem with Drake and he wished Drake well and he hoped Drake's rise above everything. And Rory and Mal, just like the rest of the world, thought that was
Drake.
given the circumstances of the last year.
Not Drake. Drake. What?
Drake, if you listening to this, homie, listen to me. My shine. I don't want to see you lose. No real want to see you lose. That ain't what about. This culture, this game, this rap. This ain't what it's about. I don't want to see you lose. Real just want to see real shine together. Real come up together. You understand? When I was the #1 in the rap game, I showed love. When French was on fire, he showed love.
Can we finally admit?
Man, you know, y'all want to see you lose. You know, too many shit going on, you know. I want to see shine. I don't want to see you lose. Because if you know, we all bosses.
And I know this is
You saying finally admit like we've been like holding that in? Like, what you mean finally admit? Like,
well, we did talk about this in the beginning after the Like That thing and the 20v1 started. And I know we are the Drake Bias podcast, but I'm speaking from a very objective place. We didn't put enough light into how weird it was that Rick Ross entered into that rap beef.
And they didn't come to this conclusion until after the Rick Ross and French Montana press tour. When Rick Ross entered into this Drake and Kendrick beef for no reason whatsoever, Rick Ross blamed it on a Drake and French Montana issue. So Kendrick Lamar is dissing Drake. Rick Ross hopped in and dropped a diss track on Drake too for no reason whatsoever. And he claims he hates Drake because Drake apparently didn't clear a record for French Montana. Now they're doing this press tour, and Ross is
what's
saying
your point, nigga?
And French is saying, I never felt no way about Drake not clearing that record.
So why the fuck you feel some type of way, nigga? That's his problem. Why you feeling some way about another nigga problem? What the fuck? What are we doing?
Never had no beef with it. So now Rick Ross is kind of forced to now change his tone to, nah, it ain't never been no beef with Drake. You know, it's always just competition. So Rory and Mal is justified for saying, okay, so if y'all never had no real issues, if French Montana and Drake never had no real issues, then why did Rick Ross enter into this beef again outside of cloud chasing? And now they're calling him weird for it.
Yes, what did you have to, like, why are you in this whole thing? And then you came up with an excuse that it was because Drake didn't clear his verse for French Montana's album, which made all the sense in the world because everyone was waiting for Drake to say something in the biggest moment, and it wasn't about to be a verse he did 10 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then French Montana is sitting next to him going like, nah, I was fine with it.
Right.
So what the f you doing, Rick Ross? You're finding any way to just get in this, and now you're telling, yo, I want to see you win, homie. Shut up.
But we
Shut up. He's one of my favorite rappers. He's hilarious. His discography is incredible. But that's some weirdo, like that's super weird.
Yeah, but
is that not weird?
We knew what that was in the moment that we said.
Man, he just want to be irrelevant, Chad. That's what it is, man. I done figured it out. I done figured it out. I know what it is, man. Nobody don't hear about him like that, you know. He just had to just step into some shit, you know. Don't know what the fuck he doing. He just, you know, that just like going, like, you know, just stepping into some shit.
We said it was weird for him to do that. We said he was trying to capitalize at the moment. He shot a video for the song with a bunch of Bel Air around him. Like, people were trying to capitalize in the moment. Like, we knew what that was. We knew what that moment.
Okay.
It was a moment.
No,
People were trying to capitalize.
The thing. Even if it's petty reasons, I understand the Metro thing, and there's women involved, Weekend, there's exes involved, and maybe Drake, someone's baby mother, or there's some slimy going on with women, because that's usually how things get to this point. Rick Ross said, oh, he didn't clear a verse for French, so I'm in this now. After he gave me all my #1 records.
Yeah, I mean,
that's like
crazy.
Everyone else I understood.
That's another
why,
thing.
Even if it wasn't a great reason, I understood why.
Why the fuck he on that with Drake for, man? Drake ain't do shit to folks. Like, damn. Like, damn. Fuck.
The 20v1 existed in everything in the history with Drake and certain artists. Rick Ross, who's his mans, just entered into that beef because he wanted to. I guess I'm saying it was called out, but it wasn't highlighted enough in that whole thing of why is Rick Ross doing this.
We're so far removed from that era, so I don't blame y'all if y'all forgot. Because that era took place in 2024. The Drake and Kendrick beef happened in 2024. We're 2+ years removed.
Yeah, we're away from that shit,
But
y'all.
when you go and put yourself back in that era, you really gotta say, yo, what happened to Drake is nasty, man. That was one of the nastiest, worst moments of hip hop. People were waking up. People who had relationships with Drake. People who Drake had given a lot to and never did nothing. They woke up and said, hey, man, the world is going against Drake. All right, I can get a moment right now. If I go at Drake, I'm going to take that moment.
Yeah.
Drake did not.
I ain't gonna lie. 24 year, that was the worst year for Drake. Like, everybody dissed his ass, bro. That nigga took the worst L that year. I swear to God.
And if you put yourself in Drake's shoes, yo, you can't help but feel bad for the guy, bruh. People who you thought you was day ones with,
boy, they kicked your ass to the curb.
For 10+ years, who you really had they backstabbed you for a moment because they
For
thought
the
it was
moment.
over for you. They thought this was your funeral and there will be no repercussions and no consequences for going at you. Now we know, that was a bad judgment because now Drake is back on top.
Literally,
and the
y'all.
worst part about it is the people who went out of their way to pick a fuss or pick a beef with Drake during that moment.
Now they wanna, Drake.
In the beef with Drake after Drake said, I don't rock with you. That's like somebody doing you filthy and doing you dirty for no reason whatsoever. And then you say, I don't like you, it's cool, F you. And now they're acting like you did them wrong. Now they're escalating the beef to heights because you said, I don't rock with you, and you're responding back to them doing you wrong. If you're the initiator of the beef, you can't act like I did you wrong when I respond. Rick Ross is online hating on Drake's new album because Drake didn't take the bait and squash the beef when he went on his little press tour saying, Drake, I want you to win, bro. It's all love. Drake ain't take that bait, and now he's acting like Drake did him wrong.
R.I.P. to the Drake stans. Can only imagine what that feels like. Well, I really couldn't. But for those that didn't know, I was a big boy making big boy records when homie was on Degrassi. Now back to the big business.
Smart to know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business.
Rick Ross actually heard what
Got
Rory
that
Moore
book.
had to say about him because Rick Ross is chronically online. And when Drake dropped his album and he heard the subliminals that Drake threw at him, Rick Ross took to social media to first off diss the Drake album, but also diss Rory and Mal and say things to Rory and Mal that no grown man should ever say to another grown man.
What did he do?
Bars. Say 3 albums of trash albums, 2 years too late. What site is this? Complex? The Glazer University. Oh my God, I've been a long fan. Oh my God. Mr. YouTube. Big 3 anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. Bars.
He said bars.
Stop. Y'all gotta, let's all leave Lil Man's alone now, man. He did it. He dropped 3 mid projects. Hey man, it was fun while it lasted. You're washed. It's a beautiful morning, perfect time to feed yourself the knowledge.
The knowledge.
The knowledge. What's that? Rory and Mal, get off your knees.
The knowledge.
Get the testicles out of your mouth now. I don't know which one, the white one or the black one. Y'all both the same.
Oh my God.
Rory Mal, the Glazers. The Glazers. How y'all feel now? You know, Drake just committed. We should retire next month. How is this lawsuit doing? How is the Drake University lawsuit coming?
This is uncharted territories for Rory and Mal. I could name a bunch of content creators that Rory and Mal has gone back and forth with, and outside of Joe Budden, if he still counts as a rapper, I can't recall another rapper that Rory and Mal has gone to war with. Like, they don't really beef with rappers. They don't really go back and forth or disrespect rappers or people on their platform. However, when Rick Ross go this far, you gotta go below the belt as well. So they received the help from Zip with the Drip, which is, a New York podcaster who's tied to 50 Cent. Rick Ross and 50 got age-old beef. And they essentially went at Rick Ross's neck, man. Now, Zip with the Drip primarily went at Rick Ross's neck, but Rick Ross will still take this offense as a Rory and Mal going at his neck, even though Zip with the Drip was the one who made the most flagrant offenses towards Rick Ross.
I thought Zip had already saw that Ross said. He was talking about something else with Ross.
Yeah, don't
and I was
never
like,
say no, show Ross, show Ross, show Ross.
I was like, nah, it's
Yo,
fine,
Ross,
bro.
show Ross, show Ross.
I said, it's fine,
I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm passionate with these. So if you ever say some like that again about some dick sucking, I'm saying we're gonna talk about how many dicks you saw as a correction officer, cause that's your job to look at dicks and nuts and all of that. You did that. We're not gonna be talking about dick suckers when you just saw more dicks than the average man in this world. Like, it's not too many men on the planet Earth that saw more dicks than you as a correction officer. Let's get that out the way. You had the strip search. You looked at the balls. You made it separate the dick from the balls. You made it turn around and spread his
stupid. You did that as a correction officer. You signed up for that. So we're not gonna be talking about no imaginary dick suckers when you really did like that. Like you saw more dicks than the average porn star in 1 year. 1 year working, you saw more dicks than the average porn star. Get out of here. I'll never say no that to none of my out of here. You was taking urines? You was the urine test? Huh? How many dicks you saw doing that? You used to come take.
Damn. Bro, he going too hard, bro. What the fuck? Man. Bruh. What the fuck, bro? This shit turned into a sex talk type shit. What the fuck? Man.
Now, let me cook a little bit. Let me cook a little bit. Yo, you ever took the urine? They ever gave you that job, Rick Ross? While you was a CO, they ever gave you that job, the urines? Like you ever took the urines? Like you ever had to watch pee in that cup? Huh? You ever had to watch Dolph put his wee in the cup and pee?
Oh my God, bro.
Huh? You ever had to do that, Rick Ross? Huh? Don't make my mans no imaginary dick eaters when you maybe in your job had to watch the flaccid wee in a cup and pee in it.
Oh my God.
Respect my like don't do no that no
Yo,
more.
after you say he had to do cavity checks, I look at the title Port of Miami way different.
Right, you had to do cavity.
This shit is, man, bro. This nigga went too far.
Not familiar with
This nigga went way too far, y'all. God damn. God damn.
who Zip with the Drip is.
Shit, man.
Yo, Zip is hilarious, bro. Yo, I follow Zip on Instagram for a while now. I tap into his YouTube channel like here and there. He's like, I guess, the newest addition to Rory Mal, which I think he's a great addition. Zip is hilarious. My only advice to Zip would be if I didn't know that Zip was linked to 50 Cent. My advice to him was, you don't ever want to jump off the cliff for your employer, right? If your employer got beef with somebody in the industry, let them handle that beef. You don't jump off the cliff, right? Because eventually, these industry dudes are back and forth from wishy-washy, right? These industry dudes are gonna be friends at some point. So I wouldn't jump off the cliff for my employer if I was Zip with the Drip, right? Even though I do believe that Rory and Mal are loyal and they would like make sure that Zip and Ross issues are good. If Zip, like burn his bridges with Ross because of them, right? Now, if Ross would have responded back to this, Ross would have been the dumbest person. But Ross got some brains to him, so Ross did respond, but not directly to Zip with the Drip. Ross decided he was going to attack Mal's family, more specifically Mal's brother, right? Because he believes that Mal's brother and Mal, I guess, are like the most notable figures and the lit ones that are worth his time, opposed to responding back to Zip with the Drip, right? Who would love that response, by the way, because Zip would have made 100,000 on YouTube if Ross would have responded directly to him.
He definitely
would. Ross dropped this video that I believe crossed the line because now, like, Rick Ross is involving family members.
Oh,
I run a podcast solo. No producer, no editor, no tech skills, just Riverside. I get.
This nigga went below the belt, y'all. God damn it.
Rory and Mally. I see why Joe Buttons fired you losers. You on the equity. How dare you minions. Everybody log into Joe Buttons. Now Rory and Mally, let Biggs Burt know the boss wait for him to come kiss the ring.
The boss.
Minions. Losers. Biggs' brother was Biggs' brother sucking on the dicks of his Biggs' brother.
Rory and Mal, for the most part, is not academics in terms of how far they're gonna take it. Like, for example, like if this was academics, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is gonna get out of hand because now Ak is about to come on camera and he's probably about to talk about Rick Ross,
all type of shit.
How Rick Ross, yo, Ak is gonna go to the. I don't think Rory.
Oh God, Ak ain't gonna play with you.
Mal, for the most part, understand they like to be outside, and liking to be outside means you gotta have as little issues as possible. You gotta, if you like to be outside, you gotta have as little enemies as possible.
Yeah, they're gonna pick your ass
So
off.
I don't know how far this is gonna go. I don't think Maul is gonna take Rick Ross mentioning his brother too lightly. So we gotta wait, right? Probably until middle of the week to hear Maul's response to this, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about this.
He better stay home, stay in the crib, shit, bro. That's the best thing to do. Stay your ass in the house. Shit.
Charleston White is going.
Oh shit. Alright, y'all, we finna go on to some Charleston White, some more shits. Let's dive deep into it. Let's go, y'all.
For storming off a podcast that got really heated. Charleston White walked off this podcast before things got out of hand and got bad. This conversation got really frustrating for Charleston White because he essentially met people who were more ignorant than him. Before we get the video started, this video is sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is a prediction market where you literally get $10 when you sign up.
This is not a competition. I'm not banning with no black man that got a problem with his baby mama.
Oh.
You hate your baby mama. She hates you. How we gonna get together and the two people who made a seed can't even come together? I don't trust you.
All right, so what you think we need to do as a community to change that?
You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not.
I've been witnessing a trend. Now, I like Charleston White, so hopefully
Damn.
I'm going up Charleston White's spot here. But, these dudes are getting hustled out of their money. The last couple of interviews that Charleston White did on small platforms, they always end really quickly. So these dudes are paying Charleston White, let's just say $7,000 to $10,000 for hour-plus interviews, right? But Charleston will go on these platforms, start a fight, and then walk off, and then walk off the platform early.
Damn.
Don't look at all the small platforms that Charleston White has done in the last couple of months. It all has ended up with him walking out because Charleston White realized if he can start an argument and it gets really heated and then walk out, he can leave after
You ain't finna walk out.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I can't.
And he don't gotta stay for the whole hour, even though he's.
Man, I ain't gonna lie man, if I paid you some money and shit, we doing this interview, your ass is not about to walk out on me. Bro. I swear to God, you ain't finna walk out on me. I ain't finna just give you no free money, nothing. Your ass better sit here and finish this shit, bro, or else, man, we finna have problems, goddammit. Oh, God.
It's very smart and it's brilliant. But in this conversation, it started off where it was a productive conversation. But the problem here is Charleston White met a group of niggas who's more ignorant than him. All right? Charleston White is often not in a room with people who can out-igger him. These folks out-igger Charleston White at all levels.
What you think we need to do as a community to change that?
You need to go back and apologize to every woman you think you have hurt, whether you think you've done it or not. Apologize. That's why we can't get ahead. All I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say why I say this. I got two kids. I got two kids by one woman who I was married to. I ain't got bastard baby. So go apologize. Go apologize. I ain't apologizing. So have you gone to jail on your kids? Have you gone to jail on your kids? No.
I come from a household. I come from a household with no mama, no daddy, no.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the sad story. I know plenty like that. But what are your morals like? Do your children behave properly? Do they pray tonight? Do they serve your God?
That nigga Charleston.
As a father, as a mother, your children don't serve your God. My son have never been arrested. My daughter
That nigga Charleston, boy.
This is not a competition.
Man's 18 and a truck driver. No felonies with business accounts.
Have you ever been to jail on your children? Have you ever been to jail on your children?
I have, yeah.
I haven't.
I haven't.
I never. So hold on.
It's about to get out of hand quickly. So
oh man, hey, that nigga Charleston White, boy. Hey, one thing about Charleston, man, I don't agree with a lot of shit, but some shit, man, like this shit, I agree, man. This nigga funny as hell, though. I ain't gonna lie,
talking about solutions for the black community. Charleston White is saying it's the black man's job and duty to be head of the household and to teach his family and to lead his family.
That's true.
However,
I agree.
We have gone astray because we're beefing with our baby mamas.
Yeah.
We're beefing with our families, right? And the black family structure is torn apart.
Yep.
And the solution to this is for the black man to go back and apologize to his baby mama, get right, and band back together and fix the family structure. Charleston also says he can ban and do no work in fixing the community with any man who's beefing with his baby mama. Now, did Charleston White believe this? Obviously not. Obviously he doesn't. Right? Charleston White is just talking.
I think he believe it.
Right? Like the black family structure.
It is fucked up.
And at the center of.
Man, the black family, man, is so fucked up, man. It's ridiculous, man. For real. That's why, man, it's so deep, bro. It's like, that's why I be, you know what I'm saying, like, picking and choosing. That's why I ain't got no kids yet myself. Bro, I'm like, man, you know, I'm just waiting, you know, until the shit is real, until the shit is right for real. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. Let's get into it.
You know, all of our problems, right? Now, they get on this conversation. What I think happened is before this interview with Charleston White, dude probably told his homies, man, Charleston White be rowdy, but I ain't gonna let him, you know, out muscle me and out talk me. When he get loud, I'm gonna get loud too. And that's exactly what we saw. Again, this was a productive conversation with a positive message, but once Charleston White starts getting loud, Buddy stood up too and started getting loud. The dude at the edge of the table, his job during this interview was he didn't want to look soft when these clips go out. He didn't want to look like Charleston White came to my city and out-talk me in my city. So this just felt like war instead of a productive conversation. And once it starts going left, you know,
might as well get up out of there.
And it couldn't come back to the center, right? Like, honestly, right? Even when Charleston White was like, hey, listen, man, my child ain't never cussed. That's because I was in my kid's life and I was cool with my baby mama. Buddy starts, yeah, nah, me too. Me too, what you say? Nah, me too. It was like, all right, man. This conversation is, at this point,
bro,
go in here,
that nigga mad as hell.
A train wreck in a car crash.
Nigga, me too, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I did it too. Fuck you talking about? Man, fuck that shit.
Watching to listen anymore.
This is not a competition. I'm just asking questions because I'm a day one father. I didn't make bastard babies, for one. That's a curse that you put upon your children that the white man has nothing to do with. You curse your children having children out of wedlock. So I'm gonna say this. I'm a day one daddy. My children don't know what it's like not to be in the house with their father. They was raised by me, live with me.
That's right.
If you ain't done that, it's hard to talk to your brothers because you're getting offensive about what I'm saying rather than receiving.
Not with me.
Rather, no. It ain't about what. It ain't about what you, because you still looking in the past.
Bro.
You just say, I know.
You come down to some can't be corrected. Some bitches can't be corrected.
Can't either. Some, it ain't about the, it's about what you done wrong to the.
Ain't about it.
You wrong to you first.
How you know?
You showed up. You showed up based off what you
How
just said. Based off what you just said. You just said you were with no mother.
You can't correct. You can't correct the
websites your competitors don't want you to know. Part 2. All you do is go to this website, and it lets you find out exactly.
With the talking about us, black man. Take the eyes off the. You said you showed up already with no mama. So how you gonna love her and you ain't get love from mama, which is the first teacher. Mama is the first teacher. So if you don't get love and nurture from mama, you go miss you.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. Charleston White, man, he right. I ain't gonna lie. That's your first teacher, real shit. That's your God, man. That's your, like, she birthed you. You know what I'm saying? Without her, you wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, that's why I praise the women so hard. I ain't gonna even lie to you, chat. You know what I'm saying? I put the women to the utmost high. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, they are our first teacher. They nurtured us. You know what I'm saying? Without them, we would have been fucked in life. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's everybody. Almost everybody, even with me. Bro, let's get back in tune with this shit. Let me start ranting.
Use her, because you sure don't know how to use a woman, black man.
That's your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
That's your opinion.
Hey, man, I don't want to argue. Next question. Let's change the subject. I would book the talk. Listen, I would book the talk.
I booked you.
A lot
And
of
I booked you.
A lot of podcasts make the mistake of over talking their guests because they want to be seen. Why have the guests here if you want to do all the talking? The content comes from me asking the question. Boom, get out your feelings. It's for them.
See,
it's for them.
My fault for cutting it off though. But my thing is, I feel like with most of the, you know what I'm saying, households so fucked up in the black community. Like I don't like getting into the, you know what I'm saying, religious thing, but I feel like we missed the point where, you know what I'm saying, they talk about the Father and Son, Holy Ghost, when the covenant is in the household. You know what I'm saying, your family. You know what I'm saying, the mama, the father, the son, the daughter. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's the Trinity right there. That's the, instead of the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, the Trinity is in the household. That's your Trinity. And that's why I feel like people fail to realize, they feel like, oh, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, praise this and do all this and that. But really, you ain't paying attention to what you got in front of you. Your household. That's the Trinity. Man, lock in, Chad. Lock in.
Yeah. But I watch from the streets. This ain't they lane. Because you have to ask, then listen. See, you lose your advertiser. Bunch of black men done got angry. This video just lost his steam.
Charleston White has a message that is half correct because you can't tell me.
He said this video just lost his steam.
100% wrong on top. But I do understand the message, which is, hey, bruh, if it's a petty disagreement, put your pride to the side, man. Even if she's wrong, apologize, man. So in that regards, I understand. Yeah, you should thrive to be emotionally mature to where you can put the kid before your own feelings. Understand, but to say like 100% of the time, like the woman is the one who's been wrong first. No.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that though.
Who's been wrong first, right? Like who did everything right, and the woman is just tripping. So in that regard, yeah.
Shit, when that shit happened, that's when the man got to get up out of that chat. And bro, just get the fuck out. Real talk. You might as well just get you a, you know what I'm saying, get you some worms in Walmart and just go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Just reel that motherfucker back in, bro. Just reel that bitch back in.
But when Charleston White is talking, they kept it interjected. Now, this is where I do agree with Charleston White halfway. Now, I've seen interviews, like for example, with Say Cheese, where Say Cheese is just responding back and rebuttaling, and Charleston White gets pissed. Or even with the Loon conversation, where Charleston White is talking to Loon. Now, Loon is giving him room to talk, but he is rebuttaling things he don't agree with, and Charleston White gets pissed and threatened to walk off. And I think during that interview he does walk off as well, right? Because he don't want to be challenged. Now, in those interviews I had a problem with it because it's a conversation, right? You're here to have a conversation. With this podcast, I kind of understand. They asked Charleston White a question. Charleston White is, now he does go off on a tangent, but he was in the middle of making a point, and they kept on interjecting, and he expressed, hey, this is frustrating. Let me get off my point and let me speak, and then respond. In this regard, I do think they interjected a tad bit too much.
Yeah, they was.
But like,
I
Charles,
bet.
I do have to understand, like, bro, like if you're on a podcast, homie, like you can't go off on a 10-minute tangent and then get upset when they interrupt you at the 9-minute mark.
You gotta land your plane somehow, nigga.
You are supposed to talk.
Like, you gotta land your plane at one point. You can't be flying forever, nigga. Drop that motherfucker. Real talk. Yeah.
It's a podcast kind of an interview. DJ Vlad is an interview. These dudes invited you on their podcast for y'all to have a conversation.
Right.
And a conversation is a two-way street, so I do understand in that regard.
This men can't realize that to put out what you put in her. Stop putting so much dick in her. I should behave properly. Give her some proper instructions. Give her some game. Show her how to heal her hurt with her mama. Don't put your hurt and her hurt together and y'all trauma bond to end up hurting one another and working against your children based on how y'all feel about each other.
But let me say something to you. You prejudge some of us.
I'm not prejudging. I don't know y'all.
Hold on,
I don't know y'all.
You stereotype some of us.
I'm not stereotype. I'm saying me.
But let me speak. Let me speak.
I don't want to.
You.
Damn.
You. Building your app on Base 44.
Hey, that nigga Charles don't want nobody to talk. God damn, nigga. Where you go? Land your motherfucking plane. You been flying so fucking long, nigga. Drop your shit, nigga. For real, drop your shit.
So this is why I don't do podcasts with black men. Because you want to tit for tat me rather than moving to the next question.
No, motherfucker, you just need to land your shit. Real talk. We tired. You been ranting for long ass time, bro. Like, you got passengers on a motherfucking plane, man. You done missed they damn they stop, bro. Come on, damn.
No. You attacked me by saying I prejudge. And I'm saying, homie, I don't know y'all to prejudge.
But what you said was a very prejudgmental statement about black men.
Well, because most black men are not in the home.
Exactly. You perceived us to be those type of black men.
No. I asked questions. I didn't perceive. I asked questions. I said, who been? Have you? I never perceived anything. I specifically asked questions because I know how to communicate in this form.
Okay, so if that is the case, you didn't give us the chance to clarify that we're not those type of men you talk about.
I never said you were. That's why I asked specifically. He said he wasn't. You said you did. Have you been in prison? Yeah. He said no. I did give you a chance.
I'm speaking of before that. When you talking about people, kids.
I never said y'all kids.
Our children.
I said black men. I didn't say y'all. 73% of households. 73% of households. I didn't attack y'all.
Boy, that nigga on fire, boy.
73. I'm talking statistics without saying numbers. 73% of households are headed by a single mother. 80% of kids.
Boy, that nigga Charleston White need to calm down. You finna catch a vessel up in his head. Damn, that motherfucking vein finna just explode up there. Chill out, boy.
Father names is not on an emergency contact in school. I can keep going on, homie. So it's not y'all. I said us as a whole.
So, again, us as a whole, because it's about changing the narrative. We don't want to keep perpetuating.
It's not about changing a narrative.
How it ain't?
It's about
you don't want it to be changed?
No. Narrative. It's about changing the man in the mirror. I didn't look at a narrative. I went in the mirror.
Yeah, some Michael Jackson shit.
From the mirror, fixing what I needed to fix. I became the change I wanted to see. I looked around in the house. I didn't say nothing to the kids. I started fixing what needed to be fixed.
Oh, bro.
I started cleaning up.
That's right.
I started focusing on me. And as I got me better, my house got better.
And what I'm telling you, at the point in life that all of us are
not a narrative.
we're at that
it's about
page. We're at that page. So we're at that page of we're on self-improvement.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not.
This nigga, boy. Hey, nobody can get their point across for shit. He just gotta talk all day long, like real shit. He can't land that. He ain't gonna land his plane. He ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, bro? Chill the fuck down, bro. Like, you passed the speed limit, man. Damn, motherfuckers finna pull you over, boy. Chill the fuck out. Damn. That nigga done walked out.
Let him leave.
That motherfucker. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I be like, you better bring your ass back here. Nah, hell nah. I paid you this money. You better bring your ass back here, boy. Your ass tweaking. Boy. Hey, I'm calling 12 on your ass. Real shit. You got me fucked up. Bro. Like, lock that door. Lock that motherfucking door right now. Lock that motherfucking door. Hurry up, folks. Lock that damn door. He finna leave. Bro. Hell nah.
Bro, you can't do this. Y'all just sat there too and watch him.
Bro, I will hop over that motherfucker.
I wanted to do an hour podcast with a podcast where the podcast table is a pool table.
Well, I would have been hopping over that bitch. Bro, I've been throwing shit, all type of shit.
That's y'all, bro. Go back and watch the other podcasts where Charleston White does interviews with smaller platforms. It always ends up in a walkout. You know, before that hour mark, man, right? Because Charleston White don't want to be there, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. Who do you guys think was in the right during this conversation? And if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen.
Hell nah, man. Charleston White do got a point, though, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like we do... Like, us men need to hold accountability. Stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, blaming women for shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you the reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, though, chat. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, oh, You know what I'm saying? You the reason why you the reason why I lost my motherfucking job. And you the reason why I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, get on that bus that day because to get on my job that night, that morning or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up and have some motherfucking accountability. Real shit. Man, like, damn. Like, grow the fuck up, man. Real talk.
Staying late again? Yep, got prospect calls to summarize. You really need to switch to Monday, Sierra.
Alright, y'all. Oh, shit. Alright, y'all. We finna get into some Joe Budden shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's dive deep into it, man. Let's go.
Joe Budden and DJ Academics beef has officially begun, and I don't think it's a coincidence that Joe Budden is now dissing DJ Academics after that Complex list came out. Joe and Ak has been throwing jazz back and forth, primarily on Joe end though. Like, Joe has been the initiator of all the slight, you know, passive aggressive back and forths. Like when Joe Budden went out of his way, he went out of his way to discuss some type of lawsuit that Academics was involved in with Stake. I think it was like Drake and Aiden Rawls was the headliner. Academics, I think, was like listed somewhere in there. Joe Budden went out of his way to indict Academics, say, yep, he's guilty. All right, he's gambling with fake money. He went out his way to indict Academics. Right? And to me, it's Academics is your boy. And he's in a law. What do you want to, I don't know, man. Like, make sure that you're giving favorable commentary like Academics do for you. Like when Joe was involved in the sleepwalking thing, right? Where Joe is showing up nude to somebody's door, you know, like he was sleepwalking. Academics like didn't say, hey, Joe's on trial, man. Joe, man, listen, man, I think you're guilty, man. This is bad. Nah, Academics said, hey, you know, Joe, my God, man, Joe wouldn't do nothing like that and kept it pushing. But when Joe offered up this commentary, it made Academics mad and pissed off, and Ak even responded back to it because it felt like Joe was indicting him and saying, yo, Ak is guilty of everything these folks are accusing Academics of, you know, like before even knowing exactly what Academics is actually doing.
Right, I was just finna say.
It's a big deal.
See, that's my point. Like,
you don't see it as misleading.
Yeah, I don't see it as misleading.
I say I could be a little. I watch Academics do. I watch him do hours of commentary about hip hop in front of a steak screen, in front of a steak poker table, pretending to. I don't know, but it's pretending, but seeming like he's gambling his money. You can't do that.
Is it confirmed that he's not gambling his money?
I don't know any of that, but that's for their investigation. But that's why they're saying, we've investigated. Nobody's saying that they're connected to this company. So if we find out that there's a link somewhere and that they giving you money to do certain things, you're done so. I mean, that makes all the sense in the world.
But you're saying the steak table and the steak little logo at the bottom of the screen and all of that other stuff, that doesn't say advertisement dollars? Or that doesn't say this is an ad?
Yeah, but now when you turn around, because what they're speaking to is when they turn around and post their slips, and it's like, I wagered this amount and I won this. But if you didn't really wager that amount because you're giving...
They might have got promo funds or whatever the case may be.
Academics did not like that at all.
Damn.
Ak did not like that. Ak was severely annoyed, right? And the reason why Ak was annoyed, because Academics felt like Joe Budden was kind of like throwing shade and hiding his hand, and Ak felt like the hand that he was throwing was not all the way clean. Ak got spicy with Joe. Ak brought the fact that Joe had the Price Pick contract. Price Picks, right? I think part of the deal was like Joe and them would do like where they will pick certain odds and certain bets like during the show. Like at the end of every show, they will pick, you know, like who they believe will go up and under in terms of points or touchdowns or whatever. Now, do I feel like Joe and them, you know, every time they did that, actually went to the Price Pick app and put a bet on certain dudes? I don't.
They probably did.
Part of the hustle.
They probably did.
Say, hold on, bro. If you got the Price Pick hustle, why you trying to make me look crazy to your audience for me being signed to
Get out, gang. We not about to. Yo, your hand got to be all the way clean. Like, what I took from it was just that he was basically saying gambling is like infiltrating hip-hop commentary. And I'm like, bro, y'all biggest sponsors, you went to the Super Bowl for Prize Picks. Are we serious? Prize Picks is not even allowed to, it's quasi-gambling. Like, if anything, Prize Picks, like, is doing more loopholes than anybody. Prize Picks, even in Jersey, not even allowed for certain, it's only allowed for one thing. So it's like, bro, I can't talk with you about nothing like that. You know what I mean? Not. I think right after he said that, he did a Prize Picks ad. I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is getting out of hand, bro. This is getting out of hand. I love Joe though.
What?
It's what's our favorite part of the show. I'm like, yo, cut it out. Prize Picks.
I'm sure they're probably friends in real life, but it's passive aggressiveness back and forth. Even Academics is dissing Joe Budden co-host because Ak felt like Joe was allowing the co-host to diss him. And Ak went on, I'm talking about a crazy cook of the Mona chick who be on the Joe Budden podcast. Academics made fun of her stroke and all type of things. Again, she unprovokingly came for Academics, right? And then even past that, because I don't feel like Joe even cared about like the Mona thing. Academics, when he was doing, like the Iceman rollout, right? Academics went off on Joe Budden, Charlamagne the Guy, and others because he felt like they were trying to position themselves as insiders for Iceman, right? And fake leak information they thought they were leaking when Drake doesn't communicate with them, and they essentially had no information whatsoever. So Ak felt like they were kind of just throwing things out there that they heard about Iceman, trying to position themselves as insiders to kind of take away from what Ak was doing. And when Joe heard that, Joe came back on his podcast and asked Academics if he want beef and smoke.
I lost $50,000 because I didn't buy a domain name. My advice, head to Wix.
Nigga, you want beef?
And that one, DJ Academics.
Ak, what up?
What up, man? Ak, what up, bro?
Salute. Congrats.
Ak, I hear you, little streams. One war. Hey, what's up? You try to turn? What? I got to call my man to see what's going on.
I've been hearing something. I didn't know what went wrong. I've been hearing something. I've been hearing something.
I feel like all the people that was on Drake's side, it's just time for them to get where Iceman coming. So I'm not really. I feel like that's what it is.
You think you just collateral damage?
Nah, but I was on the other side of this, and then we had the state conversation that he replied to. I don't know. I just got to call my man and see what's going on. But 1 and 2, 2 and 1, tomato. Again, the same. What he wants to do, step it up out there.
Shout out to everybody on the list, man.
Word, shouts to the list.
Ak, congrats on number 1. You guys, congrats on number 2.
Salute.
The rest of you work harder.
He said the rest of you work harder.
Called it out. Queen Flip told Joe, hey man, I've been hearing some things, hey bro, I've been hearing. You think if Queen's Flip heard Academics throwing shots or dissing before this podcast that he didn't tell Joe? You think Queen's Flip heard that and then, his first time bringing it up was on the podcast? Absolutely not. They've been discussing this. They've been talking about this. Joe feel away. Ak feel away. All right. Now, I feel like for Ak, he kind of feels like, it's a part of the game. And for the most part, Ak has been responding. Ak has not been the aggressor. Ak has been responding. So for Joe to be the initiator and the aggressor of most of these things, and then when Ak responds, he tell Ak, hey, Ak, you sure you want war, bro? hey, Ak, getting froggy, bro. Hey, Ak, you sure you get... Hey, bro, you sure? That's Joe still trying to big dog act. That's Joe trying to assert his dominance and kind of like, hey, bro, you won't win this. And to say that and to have those sentiments in the middle of a conversation of y'all talking about Academics being named as the #1 hip-hop personality and Joe being named number 2, to me is shady. Is passive aggressive, right? Right after you say, hey, Ak just got number 1. Then you say, hey, Ak, you been getting froggy, bro. You sure you want to smoke? That's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm not instigating, bro. That's crazy. That's absurd. That's insane.
Yeah, I feel it though.
And then even the tomato comment. Number 1 and number 2 ain't tomato and tomato. Number 1, right, is Wagyu. Number 2 is Hamburger Helper. I'm sorry, homie. That's just, I ain't creating the role, bro. It ain't the same. Number 1, you are on the throne. Number 2, number 1 is you are on the throne. Number 2, you are first in, you are still in the crowd. You just got a front row seat to the crown. That's it. Number 1, you're sitting on top of the throne of hip hop. Number 2, you got front row seats to the crown. You still a part of the other folks.
Oh, bro, you still that nigga.
No. There ain't no seat next to the throne for number 2, bruh. Straight up. I'm sorry. Now, this was one of the biggest weeks for Academics. Academics was part of the Drake rollout. He made the album. He on a private jet to Toronto, met Drake out of Oakland.
Man.
This Iceman drop was probably just
Hey, give it up for Act, man. Give it up. For real. That's accomplishment.
Academics as it was for Drake. You know what Joe did? Instead of congratulating, showing crazy love, Joe hops on a Twitter space and disrespects Academics to the fullest. This is probably the most disrespectful thing anybody could say about the #1 hip-hop media personality, about somebody who has dedicated their livelihood and their life to covering the culture and covering music. For the last, 15 years of Academics' life has been doing music reviews and covering hip-hop. Here's what Joe had to say about the #1 media personality.
It's a niche. If you're talking about the like hip hop has changed to the point where Academics' version of what hip hop is maybe.
But you just talking about rappers, Danny. I'm talking about how it started, when it started, why it was started, what it looked like in every phase of it. I'm talking about hip hop as a whole, and Act really probably doesn't know much about that.
And I don't think people know about what it is now, this phase. And I think all of it is history of but
fair.
Yeah. So to me, don't be surprised if people look at B Dot like Act. And I think they just don't have a platform like the rest of the old heads do.
And I think
Danny, you got to B Dot because of the resume. I get it.
I'm pretty sure B Dot has more information about Drake and Jay-Z's situation than at Academics.
No.
Yes.
Damn. You
Yes.
thought Kanye was going to be on this album, Black King. Stop talking.
Most definitely.
No.
Yeah, I said a few people was gonna be on the album. I even thought that Drake would piece it up with Jay-Z and he would possibly be on the album. I didn't know it was that deep.
Man,
Sorry, they've been through this before.
I think when it comes to news, Academics is pretty hot, and B Dot is kind of.
No, I agree with that. I'm saying B Dot has a lot of other information when it comes to hip hop that I don't think that Academics has. That's a fact.
I mean, he do be on Spotify Green Room, but anybody.
I was going to circle it back to the point.
Danny's so shady.
That's a big deal.
The criticism of saying that somebody's not a hip hop fan, they're just a blank insert whatever artist fan, that isn't to negate the information they know about hip hop. It's to say that their love of one specific artist will never usurp their knowledge or critique of other sides of hip hop.
With Framer, you don't need to know how to code. You just need to know what good looks like.
I think that's B Dot Elliott fall into that. I think they're just older versions of Act who like Drake. Anyway, I thought somebody had their hand up. I don't know. I mean, she knows.
The full context of this conversation was Academics being at the forefront of hip-hop media and being knowledgeable. Joe came off his mic, and this was the only time Joe was off his mic during this conversation, where Joe came off his mic to say, listen, Academics doesn't know much about hip-hop. He's not that knowledgeable about the history of hip-hop, about music in general. Academics is a fan of Drake, that's it. And to me, to pick this time in this climate to say that, it feels like I don't know. It feels like Joe is going out of his way to discredit Academics because he's salty about Academics being named the #1 hip hop media personality.
Yeah, he probably thought he was.
Now, a lot of y'all might agree with Joe, but nonetheless, again, I don't agree with Joe. I do think Academics is knowledgeable on music and hip hop. But even if you
I think so too. He is knowledgeable. Yeah.
Agree with Joe, you have to agree that Joe, being Academics' friend, should not be saying that publicly, especially if covering music and having a voice and being credible is Academics' livelihood. Why would you, as Academics' friend, want to interfere with that? To me, that's not cool.
That ain't a friend.
At all whatsoever. That's not cool.
That's not a friend, man. You gotta watch that shit, man. Snakes in the grass, for real.
And I think the fans kind of understand that too, because the entire reaction is you can see people say, listen, bruh, no, Now they're discrediting the #1 person in hip hop media because he's a Drake fan. Joe is good at being a fake friend. Yo, people
really fake.
People like spotted it.
Fake as hell.
I personally think, bruh, the Academics and Joe Budden beef and Cold War is on us. If I'm Academics, yo, peep all the slick jabs and slick shots. For Joe to say this in a moment where you're having your biggest moment, hey, man.
Hey, I gotta watch that.
This is some fake stuff, man, but
definitely
y'all
fake.
let me know in the comment section, what do you...
Oh, bro, can't fake the funk, though. Oh, God. Alright, man, we finna get into the Chud. If y'all know who Chud is, this the guy that's been all over social media, been racist to black people, and he got shot recently. So we happy about that. We happy about that. Yeah, let's get that up. Clap up for that shit. He deserved that bullshit. Let's go.
Is making some moves. All right, he'd been arrested for attempted murder. His bond was set at $1.25 million, but now word is coming around he might have raised at least $200,000 in his GoFundMe.
Oh.
And apparently they're fighting him so that he is unable to use that money to fund his legal battle to beat the charges. And there's some new information coming out that might suggest perhaps it wasn't a self-defense situation after all. So we're going to get into all of that in this video. But first off, let's look at Chud's bail bond hearing.
The man didn't even have no fucking gun. He was the only one with the possession of the firearm.
Where his bond was set at $1.25 million, and he looked visibly broken once that news had hit him in the court.
So we're gonna have a bail. I'm gonna set just a bond right now after we have our bail hearing. Then I'll let you make all the arguments. We can go through all the factors in the statute and see if that gets amended up or down. Okay? Yes, sir. I'm going to set initial bond at $1.25 million. $1.25 million.
Got your ass, nigga.
Based upon the fact that all the people in the courtyard are here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these felonies.
Well, that nigga fried, goddammit. Well, it said he. Oh, bro.
And his bond status. Okay? Yes, sir. So, the 26th at 9 o'clock, I'm sorry, the 21st at 9 o'clock for a bond hearing, and then the 26th at 9 for a preliminary hearing right here. Does that work for everybody's calendar? General, does that work for the state? Yes. All right.
Just for the court's information and Mr. Finley, the state is going to request and file a source hearing when and if there's an attempt to make bond.
Okay. Is there any objection of us taking all those matters up at the bond hearing on the 21st?
No.
And Mr. Finley, do you have any objection to doing it that way?
Box.gg is the place to score grails. Pull graded slabs and near mint or better singles anytime, any.
So look, he's in a world of pain.
Hell yeah.
He's reacting to this monster, gargantuan bond that's been set at $1.25 million. And again, you can just see him reacting to that.
Look at that, man.
For an extended period. You know he's fucked.
His soul just want to leave his body right there. God damn. I know I would have been like, shit. Oh,
so
bro.
Basically, people saying, oh no. So anyways, right, just throw that soap home. Being a racist gets expensive as F, huh?
So what the fuck he get?
If I were the judge, I would say all that stuff and just go sucks to suck. All right. 1.25 million is crazy. People
That's crazy work.
Doing worse. But anyway, we've got his arrest.
He ain't got that money though.
Details about actually what he is now facing. It says Ethley reached for his gun in an argument before the fight outside the courthouse. So new details from the arrest warrant have apparently revealed that he might not be able to pull self-defense. Might not happen, okay? He apparently reached for his gun in an argument before the fight outside the courthouse. New details from the arrest warrant say that the man accused of opening fire reached for his gun before the altercation popped off. All right? So basically, they're saying that he reached for it. Dalton is charged with attempted criminal homicide, employing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, according to the arrest warrant issued May 13. The warrant alleges that Ethley reached for his gun before the physical altercation. The shooting occurred around 1:15 p.m. Wednesday outside the Montgomery County Court Center. According to the arrest warrant obtained by Clarksville Now, Etherly and another man identified as Joshua Fox got into a verbal confrontation. Then at this point, Etherly turned his body in a bladed stance reached for a firearm in his jacket pocket thereafter a physical altercation ensued. Not sure if you could just pull a gun out like that on somebody.
And then not only that, especially if he ain't had no gun, he can't do that shit. And not only that, it wasn't even like 4 or 5 niggas. It was just one person. Like, you can't do that shit.
Especially if you do, they're saying Joshua Fox had PTSD. He might have seen him pull that gun and just blacked out and went crazy at him.
I bet he did.
Might have been defending himself, basically, okay? Investigators say Etherly fired multiple shots, striking Fox several times. Fox was flown by life flight to the hospital, getting emergency surgery, and footage showed a ricocheting projectile hitting nearby walls with several bystanders in the area at the time, so people's lives were put in danger. Etherly himself was shot in the arm during the struggle and was taken to the hospital. The incident prompted a temporary shutdown of the courthouse. So Chud came in a blue jumpsuit reserved for high-risk inmates. The judge advised him of the charges, including attempted criminal homicide, which he said carries potentially 15 to 60 years. We might not be seeing Chud again for decades, okay?
60.
Explain the firearm charge normally carries 2 to 4 years, but because of the enhancement status, it requires a mandatory 6-year sentence at 100% service if Etherly is convicted and has no prior qualifying convictions. The aggravated assault and reckless endangerment charges carry 3 to 15-year sentencing ranges, depending on the circumstances and offender status. Court-appointed attorney Jacob Fendley was representing Etherly. They noted he's already out on bond in 2 other cases, one in Montgomery County, one in Davidson County, and they're asking he be held without bond until they can review. So they set an initial bond for $1.25 million. Now, usually, I'm pretty sure you only have to put up like a percentage of the bond. I swear you don't actually have to put up that full amount of money. So we might be seeing him back outside very soon.
Oh.
Give, Send, Go, all right? Not GoFundMe, but Give, Send, Go, all right? He's raised $216,000.
Oh, shit.
Help the child and his family. My dear friends and supporters and champions of free speech, my name is Dalton Etherly and I'm reaching out with a heavy heart fighting to protect my family and business. Just over 1 year ago, I started DLE contracting in Clarksville, Tennessee out of sheer necessity. I was fired from my previous contracting job after BLM activists targeted me over words I shared online, jokes and opinions they twisted to end my career. With no other way of supporting my family and precious 2-year-old son, I poured everything into this small business, working tirelessly to provide for my family and build a future. But now, the dream is under attack. Not for the quality of my work, but for what I say online. I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I've used the N-word.
No, all the time.
Edgy, harmless humor. I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely. For that, hundreds of people in my city are slandering my business, spreading.
Man, hold on, man. This some bullshit because you just you just speak freely, so you just come up to people and try to just antagonize them and call them you nigger and all that shit and try to just force them to fight you and all type of shit and put a gun out to them and shoot them like this. And you talking about speaking freely? That ain't speaking freely, motherfucker. That's why you in jail.
Tear down everything I work for. The hate has escalated to a horrifying level. I've received death threats so vile they shake me to my core.
I hope so.
To R-word and murder me, and even targeting my innocent 2-year-old son with unspeakable cruelty. As a father, hearing these threats against my little boy breaks my heart and keeps me up at night. And in the midst of this nightmare, a spark of hope emerged. I went viral on Instagram, gaining over 23,000 followers who connect with my story, my resilience, and my refusal to be silenced. People are beginning to stand up for American ideals and values. This platform is a chance to turn things around, but right now I'm broke. Slander has crushed my business income. I'm struggling to keep food on the table, pay our bills, protect my family from this onslaught. I need your help to bridge this gap and rebuild. The donation will go towards covering basic living expenses to keep me and my family secure, exploring legal options to fight the slander and protect my family from these vicious threats, find new ways to create a sustainable income for me and my family. This isn't just about money, it's about standing up to a mob trying to destroy not just my family's future over words, but our rights to free speech.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie to you, chat. I swear to God, I can read bullshit from a mile away. This shit is bullshit. All this shit. For real, chat. Come on now.
If you've ever felt silenced, attacked, or punished for your beliefs, you know this fight. My business, only a year old, was born from necessity after I was cancelled once before, and now I'm facing it again. With your support, I can rise above this hate, provide for my family, and prove cancel culture won't break us. Every dollar, every share, every prayer means the world to us. Thanks for standing with my family in this battle for freedom. Gratitude.
Fuck you.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys,
Shit. He really got $216,000 with that.
That's some
What's
bullshit.
What's the top dono? $3,000. We were chained and beaten near death, enclosed in a concrete cell with only a dim incandescent bar for light. Only One like a son of man appeared before us and shattered the walls of our confinement. We saw every wicked judge had become a defendant, and God spoke mighty judgment through the victims of thy tyranny, as the judges were sentenced to drown in a river of thick, putrid blood, and they gave $3,000.
Wow, bro.
Good luck getting re-elected. Robert J. Nash, thanks for the huge payout Chud will get. It's 2026. White people are done having freaks like you weaponize laws against us and never applying them for us. People are sending him thousands of dollars. We need more men like Chud if we're to take back our country. They sent $1,500. People are sending big...
Oh, really? You got to be fucking kidding me.
To Chud. Thousands. To the racist Chud. What the hell? So, according to some reports, the district attorney is actually moving to block the use of these funds. Now, I'm not going to lie, as much as I think Chud is a racist and a reprehensible person for what he's done, I don't think you can do this, right? You've all got a right to a fair trial, and if you get a bunch of donations, even if you don't like it for political reasons, you can't say, oh, no, we can't have him using the money to bond himself out or to, you know, pay his legal fees. They can't stop him doing that, surely.
Okay.
Even if Chud can use the money to fund a bondsman to put up 10% of the 1.25 million, it's my understanding he needs collateral for the rest. So he might not have enough.
Right.
All of it.
Right.
But
Shit.
apparently, and I'm very, very
Stuck in
disappointed to
there,
tell you guys this,
motherfucker.
apparently there's already a new Chud the Builder roaming the streets of Nashville, Tennessee, getting very offensive, okay? Ordinary Nashville citizens were seen copying Chud the Builder. This white guy accused these...
Well, what do you know? We got a copycatter.
Regards of, I don't condone this phrase, it's not very nice, but chimping out for not letting his dog near the restaurant patio. So just before we get into this, right, don't condone any hate speech, don't condone any racism, any use of the N-word by white people is definitely not allowed or not good, not a good look. I wouldn't do it, okay? So I'm just giving you a fair warning, a trigger warning, all right? And I'm only documenting these statements for
Man, what's the point, bro?
Right? We're documenting history, we're not condoning it or
What are we doing?
Without further ado, let's see what this clown had to say.
Holy shit. Holy shit. It's wild out here, man. It's wild, bro.
Hey, you see him jumping out?
Yo.
What'd he say?
Hey, Jerome's jumping out, baby.
Yo, shout out Chud the Builder, bro. Chud the Builder. Chud the Builder, dude. Shout out Chud, bro. Shout out Chud.
Hey, what up, Chud?
Yo, that's what's up, bro.
This nigga.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, oh my god, bro. Yo, we're trying to find Chud the Builder, bro.
Dude, we'll find his ass.
Dude, yeah, bro, they were chimping out. I saw that shit, dude. What the fuck was going on, man?
We'll find Chud.
Dude, you got your fucking dogs and everything. They're like fucking freaking out on you, trying to fight you, bro. What the fuck is that, dude?
Chimping out, baby.
Yo, what's up? Beautiful dogs, by the way, dude. I know it won't bite, dude, because you're a white guy, dude. He's not gonna bite me, bro. Fucking.
What the fuck a white guy got to do with it? What? This nigga's stupid, bro. Well, he had a nigga, but
right, because this kind of racism, this low-key under-the-radar racism, is going viral right now. All right, and the
this
reason
shit is
it's going viral is
crazy.
even if you don't agree with it and you think it's fucked up and it's wrong, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to follow along and keep track because they feel like, well, this shit's crazy. I want to see them get jumped. And unfortunately, even if you want to see these guys get jumped, it just encourages this behavior.
Yeah,
encourages people and
this shit is
rewards-
sad.
It incentivizes people to go out there and behave like this towards African Americans.
Fucking sad, man.
I just want to make that clip before I show you more clips. There was another clip that I had here. Hang on.
Red and tree tie. I look fucking rough.
It's embarrassing as fuck, by the way.
You're fat, bro. Like, you're actually fat. You should take red and tree tie. I look at
Because your
look
ribs
at
are
that.
poking out. That's a ripper,
That's
not
abs.
Not you, like
Your
body.
fucking fat is poking out of your fucking pants. Like a little.
Me when I
Look at that, bro. I could pinch it like a Teletubby. You two, yours is worse.
Your boobs are like
I would never want to touch you. My dick would fall off. You're fat. You're fat. You're fat. And you got diabetes. How can you be fat with type 1 diabetes? Yo, nice hair, bro.
This nigga
So this
retarded,
guy
man.
low key's becoming Chad the Builder.
This
We
the
had
ne-
Chad
this the
Builder,
next
we got
Chud.
right? So Hexam Light, he is out here and saying basically on Kick, he said he wants to take the torch from Chud the Builder and keep his message alive through his own content. Is this the new reality of IRL streaming where shocking viral content dominates attention?
This shit
online?
is
It
wicked,
disappointing.
Yeah, dude. What do y'all think about niggers?
Don't say that.
Okay, I was just wondering.
I just want to make it clear, I do not,
What?
I denounce the use of the N-word in front of anybody, right?
What do you mean by niggas?
Don't say that.
I was just curious. No worries, though. Hey, you all have a great day, man. You have a good day. All right, dude.
It's crazy because you can see how chuffed he is. You can see how happy these guys are.
Hey, it's the same black guy on the last video. He always behind this motherfucker. Like, what's up with that, man? Like,
they get their little viral moment off being racist, and it's just so sad. And now videos.
No, hold on. Let me get to the bottom of this shit, man. Let me see if I'm tweaking or not. Cause this nigga just popped up, and he was look. God damn.
We need to localize the summer campaign by yesterday.
See, look, this motherfucker popped up again. I know I wasn't tweaking. What the fuck he's popping? Like, what's going on with that?
Okay, I was just wondering.
I just want to make it clear, I do not, I denounce the use of the N-word in front of anybody. Right.
So look at that shit.
Crazy because you can
that
see
nigga
how
popping
happy
up.
he is. You can see how happy these guys are once they get their little viral moment off being racist, and it's just so sad. And now videos of Chud are resurfacing and going viral, with a lot of people saying that it's actually evidence of what happened. You're saying this is another example of Chud the Builder threatening to murder people. This time 3 black men were simply walking to their car. Once again, right, denounce this kind of rhetoric, right? We're documenting this for historical purposes and to keep you up to date with the news. For journalistic reasons, I do not agree with him using this word, but let's see what he said.
You following me to my truck now? We got 18 rounds for you. We ain't got nothing else.
It's about 18
Don't follow
rounds.
me in my truck. I bet you won't follow me in my truck. Come on. Look at him. Ooga booga. Ooh ah ah. Ooh ah ah.
Goof ass.
Look at these chimping out.
See, that's why he got fucked up.
Seville. They ain't. Look at these chimping out. Hey, thanks for the new truck you bought me. You follow.
So, look, I don't
This
condone it,
nigga
right?
here.
I think what Chud was doing was absolutely disgusting, but
That's why the fuck he locked up now and got shot. He shot himself. Bro. That nigga cheddar bobbed himself. Bro.
Horrible news for the YC community.
Let's go, man. We finna get into Jay Wick, if y'all know who that is. If y'all know who that is, let's get into it.
Jay Wick, the Georgia white rapper who came out with Pork Chop Sandwich. Apparently, his attempted murder charge has been upgraded to first-degree murder. And for those that don't know what that means whoever got hit up didn't make it. These were dropped today, 2 hours ago. Georgia rapper Jay Wick attempted murder charge has now upgraded to first-degree premeditated. Premeditated. That is a strong word right there. Reason being, premeditated means this was thought out before it happened. This was planned. This wasn't something that just went down, which would fall under a second-degree murder. This wasn't an accident, which would fall under a manslaughter. Premeditated means it was planned. No different than the Fulio assassination.
Yeah, he gone.
If that's the case, Jay Wick is now facing, at minimum, life in prison in the state of Florida.
It's over with.
Or the death penalty. Comments would say, damn, free bro, 100, 100, 100, 100. What the fuck? What happened? Cooked him. Pork chop sandwich. Damn, my boy was at the beginning of a promising career.
Pork chop.
All this bullshit, this is the only comment that's actually hitting home. Because, literally, Jay Wick just started firing off. He just started going viral. I think he has like 2 big songs.
Yeah.
Was moving around, doing shows.
I ain't really be hearing about that nigga. I just started hearing about him when he did this murder charge. Bro.
This is the very beginning of his career. And this is not what you want. You don't want to get locked up for all of the initial hype as you start to blow, because that becomes the finishing blow to your career. Now, my boy Steady Nash will also cover this, so we're going to watch the 2 posts that he made.
Stop watching this ad. Go to Wix and grab your domain name before someone...
Boy, I think Jay Wick might be fried. Listen to this. Name Donald Justin Anderson. Then they got him booking date 5/14/2026. Charges: homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. Wait. What the?
Damn.
Oh shit! I didn't read that part. Whoa.
That nigga ain't
So that
got
mean
no.
dude died?
He ain't got no bun. He ain't got none of that shit. That nigga got life, bro. Look at that shit. That shit not set. He ain't got shit, bro.
Homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated.
All that. Look at
Now, somebody in the comments would say, so you just skip right over the attempt part. Another guy would say the guy he shot his home, he made a video already, but he didn't put the link. And also Danny Nagel ATL would say, I believe the ATT means attempted murder, bro. Also, buddy's story about Wick shooting for nothing makes 0 sense. So what they're talking about is this right here.
Yeah.
Prin, maybe principal, ACC, accomplice, ATT, attempted.
Attempted murder.
But then it would be
attempt
like, why would they put
homicide.
homicide
Right.
first degree premeditated. So like I said, the only thing that would make sense in this situation is if the kid he shot died. So let's actually look at the paperwork, because Jay Wick has been transferred from Georgia where he was arrested, where they went and got him, and has already been brought back to Florida. The paperwork is posted. Now obviously this has been dealt, but this is pretty much his entire case here, from the very beginning to end, and we're gonna look at his actual case. So the paperwork states on April 25th, 2026, the police were dispatched to whatever, and the victim was identified as Darren Haywood Jr. They observed that Haywood sustained multiple gunshot wounds, to include a gunshot to the upper chest, at least 2 gunshots to the stomach, the abdomen, and a gunshot to the right leg. Haywood was subsequently transported to Bay Medical Center for further medical treatment. Based on the nature and location of Haywood's injuries, your affiant believes the suspect intentionally discharged a firearm at Haywood multiple times, striking him in areas of the body capable of causing death or great bodily harm. Now, police would learn that Darren Haywood, the victim, and Donald Anderson, Jay Wick, are from the same town, and that Haywood, the victim, traveled to Panama City Beach to attend Jay Wick's performance. During the course of the investigation, the sergeant made contact with the victim's sister at the hospital and obtained a sworn recorded statement from her. The sister advised she was aware he was in Panama City Beach to attend the Jay Wick performance, and that Haywood was residing with Jay Wick at an Airbnb. Haywood's sister provided video footage showing the victim at the residence inside the garage area hanging out with Jay Wick and several other members of the group. The video depicts Jay Wick and others utilizing a cell phone and computer to promote the event on social media. The victim's sister identified Jay Wick in the video. The victim's sister also identified another member in the video as the producer. The video provided by the victim's sister was taken shortly before the shooting occurred. Moments after the video was recorded, the shooting occurred near the boardwalk area in close proximity to the rental. During the investigation, the sergeant got a sworn recorded statement from the victim. The victim was suffering from serious injuries and had difficulty speaking at times. During the statement, he advised he had gone down to the boardwalk area to watch Jay while Jay was with a female. He stated that Man sent him down there and described the purpose as essentially watching Jay or acting as security. Now, the rest of what the report says is basically everything I already told y'all. He was acting as security. Jay went down to the beach. When he came back, he asked Jay Wick if he was straight. He said, yeah. Jay walked, turned around, opened fire, shot the shit out of him. He told officers he has no idea why. Now, bouncing over to my Instagram, which if you haven't followed, go ahead and do. We're gonna take a look at my reel.
I guess that's why it's named Jay Wick. Shit. You wicking motherfuckers, bro. Alright, fuck. Wick your ass real quick, bro.
Going absolutely crazy. And the one I did of Jay Wick, which sits over 1 million views, I had a woman making Barbie comment, and I can't click on her page because everything is in a bikini and I'm gonna get the video demonetized. But she says this is not the story. Laugh my ass off. He was getting robbed by the 18-year-old. Him and his security all opened fire. And normally I would believe somebody shaped like her, but I'm just gonna say this. What I told her was, It's not that I don't believe what you're telling me.
Oh, no,
I'm
man.
just relaying what the police were told because that's what's in the actual paperwork. And nothing in the paperwork says that Jay Wick's security advised them that they all opened fire, which would be self-defense, right? Or at least they'd be trying to make it sound like self-defense.
It didn't even go it didn't say nothing about no robbery or nothing. He just whipped his ass real quick, straight back door.
Said
On
that,
bro.
Unfortunately, which makes it look like attempted murder. So now let's actually find out if he's charged with the murder and if this kid actually died. Now this is the jail page right here. Again, Donald Anderson, and it's gonna say Prin, ACC, ATT, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated. It looks terrible. It seems like he is charged with the first degree murder.
Yeah.
But we don't want to take the jail's word for it.
He
We
gone.
want to believe in something that says 3 different things. He could have been the principal, the accessory. He could have been the fucking premeditated.
Lock his ass up.
That's too much shit. So what we're gonna look at is the actual court records. According to the court records, at this time, he is only charged with attempted first degree murder. That's it.
So
It's attempted. Out of all these dates, he has no contact with the victim. If the victim was dead, it wouldn't be possible. No contact with the victim's family. There's nothing that's been updated that says he's been charged with anything aside from attempted first degree.
Why they said other shit
murder.
then?
That is it. Jay Wick is not facing life. He's not facing death. Well, he's facing life for attempted murder. He's not facing the death penalty. So everybody we may see pork chop sandwich again in the future. At this time, he's not facing anything.
I mean, shit, nigga got life. Shit, that's a strain. Nigga, your whole life in jail. What the fuck you talking about? Shit.
The attempted murder is still attempted murder, and in Florida, he can still get a life sentence for that. This could still fuck his entire career.
That's what I'm saying. Shit.
Instagram will be his lawyer and can break this shit down because apparently she has all the answers, and I say that sarcastically, of course. But I think the confusion, and nothing against Seti Nash, nothing against Say Cheese or anyone else that reported this. I think the confusion all came from literally that title of where it said first degree premeditated, but prior it said ATT for attempted. An easy mistake, an easy fix. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all.
Shit, he still got problems. Shit, he got life. Like, shit, he ain't got the death penalty no more. Shit, he still got life, though. Shit, he ain't thought about that. Shit.
I just watched somebody make $12,000 selling a t-shirt that took them literally minutes to make.
Nobody wins.
Oh, shit. Yo, we finna go into this shooting that happened in the South, you know what I'm saying, in Alabama. It's a rapper. Killed his baby mama, man. Let's check it out.
When the family feels, but my
light, boy. TB. Worst thing I could deal with killed her. This girl want me to get life. I'm talking about life, nigga. Life. This hoe ain't give a fuck about my child, nigga.
Damn, nigga.
I go so hard, why I'm so hard. This on myself, kid. On top of a lot of shit, got a lot of shit I never see.
Oh, God. I don't deserve this shit, bro.
Man, the fact that you still on live about this shit, man, how you gonna laugh after you done did this shit, though? I don't understand.
Yeah, I know I'm finna die. Nigga, I'm finna... Nigga, God ain't gonna repent me for none of this shit I did, nigga. Boy, this shit real life, boy. My life, nigga, I just fucking killed my baby mama, bro. I just killed my child mama, bro.
Hey, your ass gone, nigga.
Nigga don't understand. Get up. Please get up, bro. Please get up, bro. I need my cousin.
That shit crazy, y'all.
I need my cousin to get up, bro.
Fam, it's those inner demons that be eating you alive. We all probably put our trust in somebody we know good as well shouldn't have had our trust. Not everybody know how to handle that. And everybody can't stomach somebody they love crossing them in the heart. This story a prime example of that. You never truly know what somebody you do until that situation come. Fam, literally an hour before I started working on this video, an Alabama man went to Facebook and made chilling confessions, not only admitting to allegedly killing his child's mother after she reportedly took the stand, or at least planned on taking the stand, this upcoming Monday in a murder case we'll later discuss, but also hinting at other murders from the past. Cases where some people were already arrested and blamed. As the post started spreading, family members flooded the comments, some even claiming this was the same man responsible for their loved ones. And the deeper you read into this message, the more it felt like a man crashing out in real time, talking about the pressure, the court cases, the pain, and the internal battles he said he'd been fighting for some time now, all while trying to hold it in for his son. But in one split second, everything changed. 2 parents gone from one child's life forever, all over decisions that can never be taken back. Today we go over this story, we pay our respects, and see what led up to this. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. If you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. It's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful tools. We want to shift our focus on anything else in life. You get away once, you're gonna keep doing it. Lil Spin was getting away with murders. The first one happened back in August of 2022. He was just 20 years old at the time. He, along with a 16-year-old accomplice, was charged with murder in connection with the fatal shooting of 23-year-old Gabriel Guapo Willis. The incident took place early on Sunday, August 21st, 2022, in a 400 block of South Lawrence Street in Montgomery, Alabama. Spill was booked into the Montgomery County Detention Facility following his arrest. One thing led to another. He ended up coming home.
And we have an update just in from the Montgomery Police Department confirming 2 arrests in connection with a deadly shooting that happened over the weekend. 16-year-old Quindarius Streeter and 20-year-old Jakelb Spell are now charged with the murder of Gabriel Willis. Their bonds were set at $1.5 million. No other information was released.
Damn, nigga, you cooked.
But then just 2 years later, now 22 years old, Lil Spin will be charged with murder following a fatal shooting on September 14, 2024 on the 3200 block of Virginia Pines Lane in Montgomery, Alabama. The victim was later identified as Terrell Fuller, just 25 years old. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. He died on the scene. And Lil Spin brought up this murder in a live you'll later check out, less than an hour of me doing this video. He mentioned his baby mother was supposed to testify against him in this murder. Apparently he out on bond. But here's the thing, while he was on live, someone went to Facebook and wrote the following. He killed my cousin Terrell Fuller back in September of 2024. Kendarius Burton is locked up for it. It wouldn't say who the other person was who was with him. Spill just admitted to pulling the trigger. As mentioned, less than an hour before me doing this video, before Spill went live, he went to Facebook and said the following. I'm going through I don't wish on my worst enemy. I changed for my son. I stopped getting on to be a better dad and lead the correct way. My son's mom was so hurt about me moving on. She was so hurt about me wanting the cash back that belonged to me that she wanted me in prison. I had 2 cases that was beat. She tried testifying in one. I took a plea so I ain't have to watch her get on the stand and blemish my image. That wasn't good enough. She knew I was coming home, so she willingly met the detectives. Lying, speaking on the murder case she had no knowledge of saying. I came to her house after throwing up. She got nothing out of this, just doing it to see me gone forever. But I wasn't far from it. That alone should have made her have enough heart to not go against me.
I mean, I'm just saying, nigga, you killed her cousin, though. Like, what you expect? She don't like yo. She hates you, nigga. She fucking hates your guts.
Crackers that didn't give a fuck about her or me. What the she was gonna do when I went away. I do everything for my boy. This hoe wanted her family back so bad that if she couldn't get it back, she was willing to send me away forever. Knowing my son was my soft spot. It's even crazy she tried testifying on me after setting up like 20 niggas in this city for me. I ain't be a low down ass nigga. I took my plea and still continue to be a great dad. I ain't mistreat her about the situation or nothing. I'm so hurt cause she wasn't forced to go give no statement. She didn't have to. She did it out of hurt. She ain't think about how my baby would need me. She was ready to send me away and try to force a stepdad to play a role only a biological father could play. If you in them streets or acting like you is, get out cause everything fun till betrayal come with it. All them years the judge get to talking. I made a mistake that I can't come back from. And sometimes when you're in the streets, you make mistakes that can't be fixed. Take this as your warning before destruction. if you win them. Then he also wrote, I was so close to clocking out when CJ died. I was tied in. Money, drugs, nothing was numbing the pain. I met somebody that gave me a purpose to live. Shit, I started healing my own. Family fell out with me because they didn't understand why the female I needed was so important to me. They was worried more about why I was spending my money reckless, not wondering what was going on with me mentally. Want me to deal with females because they had one child, or none. Not knowing I would have chose her if she had 6 kids came with her. I was in the darkest space when my brother died, and she brought light to it. She showed me it was more than shooting a gun. She seemed like the only person who didn't give a fuck about money. If I did for her, I did from the big to the small. Her and her kids was grateful for it. Because of the people I love the most turned their back on me. Ain't coming to my trial, nobody but my dad. My sister not coming ain't bothering me. But Ma Dukes, shh, it hurt. You couldn't put your pride to the side, reach out. You knew I was going through it the most. You seen me abusing drugs. I don't even do drugs. Yet you still faded on me. Hope you find peace with your other kids and love on them. I don't hate you, baby. Just hurt. I needed you. And to my brothers, this go for the members. The streets. Let these niggas kill and be killed. Cause God gonna handle everybody who doing wrong or did wrong.
Hey, real shit though. Know what I'm saying? Hey, that's one real shit, man. Like, fuck the streets, bruh. Real shit. Fuck the motherfucking streets, man.
I changed, but karma started hitting hard. Changed now, so y'all ain't gotta wish it was a restart button. This coming from Spell. Y'all should listen, cause before today, I would never said no shit like this. I love who love me. I found God, but it was too late. I repent for my sins. So now we said all that and got you guys caught up. Moments after those posts was made on Facebook, he went live and said the following as he broke down in a cemetery after allegedly shooting his baby mother, who we'll later identify after this live.
TB, worst thing I could deal with killed her. They gonna want me to get life. I'm talking about life, nigga. Life. They ain't give a fuck about my child, nigga. I just tripped out, nigga. I've been fighting through depression for so long, nigga. I've been going through depression so long, nigga. And I tried my best to get through it, nigga, for my child, nigga. That hoe just went through. That hoe just went against me, nigga. That hoe tried to testify on me. She didn't have to. These folks ain't make her testify against me, nigga. I'm at a graveyard, nigga. That's how you know I'm going through depression, nigga. This shit ain't fake, nigga. This shit real life. This shit real life, nigga. I'm fucking hurt, nigga. My baby mama wanted me to miss all my fucking life with my child, nigga. Cause she couldn't be with me. Cause she couldn't be with me, nigga. That shit hurt, boy. That shit hurt. I just made the biggest mistake of my life, nigga. I gotta live with that, nigga.
Yeah,
my
man.
baby mama was mad cause she pulled her thing, we finna fuck, nigga. I confronted her about finna testify against me in trial Monday, nigga. About her finna testify against me in trial Monday, nigga. I killed my baby mama about that shit. Nigga, this shit hurt, bro. Nigga don't know that. Nigga, I've been going through depression for so long. This shit hurt, nigga. And I'm telling you, MPD, anybody pull up, I'm ready to bang it out with them, nigga. I just threw my life away, nigga.
Yeah.
My little boy need her, cause I know I ain't finna make it out to the day, nigga. My little boy need her, and I just threw my fucking life away. Cause emotions, nigga, cause I can't hold that shit in, bro. You imagine that shit, nigga, somebody you took care of.
Man, Chad, that's... I know he fucked up.
Shit,
that's
bro.
fucked up, man.
Nigga, I know I'm finna die. Nigga, I'm finna... Nigga, God ain't gonna repent me for none of this shit I did, nigga. I let my emotions get the best of me, though. Talk, nigga, my son needed somebody, nigga. I took the one somebody who could have been there. This shit crazy as fuck, though. Imagine that shit, though, bro. Like somebody you been there for. Ain't nobody gonna feel me, though. You gotta imagine that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta imagine that shit. Somebody you gave your all to, nigga. When me and this hoe broke up, nigga, I still paid this whole rent, nigga. Still, I ain't have to do that. I ain't have to do that, nigga. The detectives and them ain't offer her nothing. Just because me and her couldn't be together, this hoe willingly went down to the CID room and told them I came to her house and I throwed up and I was the one who killed. Like, come on, bro. You ain't supposed to did that, bro. I ain't saying you probably took off for me on no murder case, but you ain't have to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, accountability, nigga.
I don't know, man. Like, that's fucked up, bro. That's real fucked up. Like, just sitting here listening to all that shit and now gathering the thoughts now to say this shit. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you would do if you was in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Your shorty finna testify against you. You finna get life and shit. You like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you rationally thinking quick as hell. You know what I'm saying? You just fucking shoot her, for like, blow her fucking shit off. That shit crazy, man. Like, I don't know. Was he wrong, really? I don't know. That shit crazy.
Kenterius Burden, he locked up for a September, if I ain't mistaken, September the 14th, nigga, 2025, 2024. One on murder, nigga. I did it. I killed, bro. Kedarius Streeter, Gabrielle Willis. Boy, this shit real life, boy. My life, nigga, I just fucking killed my baby mama, bro. I just killed my child mama, bro. Nigga don't understand, but like, on TV, nigga, like, somebody you took care of, somebody you made sure was straight, bro. She went against me, nigga. The first time my baby mama tried to go against me, nigga, on my baby, nigga, the first time she tried to go against me, I took a plea deal so she didn't do it, nigga. That's how bad it hurt me the first time. The first time it hurt me so bad, nigga, I took a plea deal. I was willing to go do 5 years in prison, nigga, just so it didn't show, like, just so that shit didn't hit the net, just so.
But then again, it's fucking crazy, cause it's like, I don't know, like, the whole situation all fucked up, because it's like, he killed her cousin, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, I'm finna testify against your ass. Now you finna get life. Shit. And, you know what I'm saying? You him, you finna smoke, you finna kill her, for like, bruh. Real shit, man. Like, you finna blow her shit off. And then be on the high speed and run away. Real shit, though. Like, this shit crazy, Chad.
Oh, they know, like, well, your baby mama testified on you, nigga. I took a plea deal. But that hoe was that mad that we couldn't be together, nigga. Like, that mad to the point where she was willing to testify on me, fool. I'm talking on a murder case. She ain't got no knowledge of a fool. She went and told these folks I came to the house throwing up. Nigga, I shot so many niggas. There ain't no reason for you to say I went and throw it up, nigga. How many niggas done felt this bitch? I ain't throw it up. Nigga done felt this bitch so many times. So why the fuck with niggas? Why the fuck would I start throwing up today, bro? You hear me? Man, cuz, listen, bro. If y'all niggas come down this bitch, if you fuck me, I love you. Yo, it ain't gonna be no more, bro. I can't live with knowing I did no shit like that. I can't live with knowing that I whacked up for trying to go against me, bro. They go a lie. Nigga, I took care of my child, nigga, on TV. Nigga, I took care of my child, nigga. She ain't did nothing. She ain't buy my child no clothes or shoes or nothing. Nigga, I bought all that. I ain't no guy, nigga. I don't want none of my homeboys getting on their bed acting like I'm a guy. Nigga, I ain't no guy, nigga. TV, nigga, so many niggas dead right now. On my baby, Gabriel Williams, whatever his name is, I whacked him on TV, nigga, 2 shots. I made the first, I hit him in the head, the second shot, nigga, killed him on TV.
Damn.
Whack.
Now this baby mother.
This nigga admitting murders. You know he crashing out. He admitting to this shit.
Was identified as Ari on social media, a young mom of 2. And according to the post, unfortunately, she lost her life. Like he said, may she rest in peace and love condolences to her family. And after going back to his page, it was alleged that he lost his life as well.
Oh, damn.
Her having 2 kids is left without.
What, he shot himself?
It's an unfortunate situation. Fam, go seek help if you're going through it, man. We all have
Damn.
things that don't make you less of a man or woman. I'm sending prayers to everyone who need them. I'm definitely sending prayers to the victim of this family. And once again to the victim, alright, may you rest in peace and love and condolences to her family. Fam, this was the story of a man from Alabama who went to Facebook in a cemetery to vent on Facebook Live about his recent struggles, his mental space, which led to him allegedly killing his baby mother because she was set to testify on him on Monday for a murder in which he claims was not true. Before ending his own. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Man, y'all. Man, mental health is a motherfucker, man. Real talk. Like, motherfuckers, if you going through something like a mental problems, man, go seek it, man. For real. That shit is terrible.
Everybody's got a free plan. The first 3 are free, but it's never really free. Let me just see your...
The murder.
Alright, y'all, we finna get into O.D. Perry from O Block. Bro, let's dive deep into it, y'all.
Of O.D. Perry was not just a late night shooting outside Parkway Gardens. It became one of the most important murder cases in Chicago drill history, because it sits right at the point where neighborhood violence, street retaliation, police paperwork, internet mythology, and drill culture all started crossing into one story. Before the world knew O Block as one of the most infamous names in Chicago, it was Parkway Gardens. Before people on Reddit were arguing over K.I., Boss Trail, STL, EBT, MOB, and ballistic evidence, there was a real homicide file with witness statements, shell casings, surveillance attempts, photo arrays, lab reports, and detectives trying to figure out who shot a 20-year-old man off his bicycle near 64th and King Drive. This is the type of case where the internet version became almost too simple. People repeat one version over and over, but when you actually go through the murder report, the story gets much deeper. The paperwork does not just say O.D. was killed and O Block was named after him. It shows the climate before the murder, the exact crime scene, the witnesses who saw different parts of the shooting, the businesses detectives tried to pull footage from, the 9mm shell casings recovered at the scene, the ballistic links to other shootings, and the 2016 cold case follow-up that eventually named Rodney Boss Trail Stewart and Gakira K.E. Barnes as the offenders after both were already dead. The full report breakdown, crime scene details, surveillance discussion, and document archive. To understand why O.D. Perry's murder became so important, you have to understand what Chicago looked like before the shooting happened. In early 2011, the South Side was already moving through a violent stretch where neighborhood lines, personal beefs, and gang affiliations were turning small conflicts into killings. This was before drill music fully exploded across the world. But the names that later became famous online were already tied to real blocks, real losses, and real retaliation. Parkway Gardens had Black disciples tied to the area, while nearby sets like STL, EBT, MOB, Brick City, Gyro City, and others were already being discussed in connection with shootings and murders long before the internet turned everything into a timeline. One of the biggest deaths people connect to the early climate is Shondell Tuka Gregory. His murder happened on January 12, 2011, months before O'Day was killed, according to the police report.
Shit, that's when shit started kicking off right there, like 2011, 2012. Shit just started, motherfuckers just get the dropping on phone.
Gregory was standing at a bus stop at 602 East 63rd Street, waiting for a westbound 63rd Street bus, when an unknown offender walked up, asked if another bus was coming, moved behind the bus shelter, approached Gregory from behind, and shot him in the back. The report says Gregory staggered near a trash can and fell before the offender fired more shots into his back and ran northbound on St. Lawrence. 3 shell casings were recovered at the scene, and he was dead when CFD Ambulance 14 arrived. That murder is important because online Chicago drill discussions often treat Tuka's death as one of the major early turning points in the STL, EBT, and Parkway Gardens conflict. The police report itself does not say OD's murder was retaliation for Tuka, and that distinction matters, but the streets and the internet have connected those deaths for years because of the timing, the neighborhoods involved, and what happened afterward. By the time OD was killed in August 2011, people were already living inside a climate where a shooting from months earlier could become part of the reason another name was targeted later. The paperwork around OD's case also points to a wider violent environment outside just the STL and O Block storyline. A later lab follow-up report says 9mm cartridge cases from OD Perry's homicide scene were identified through IBIS as being fired from the same handgun used in another homicide on July 17, 2011, and the same forensic review also associated a fired 9mm bullet from an aggravated battery that happened on August 5th, 2011. The detective then noted an ongoing disturbance between Brick City and Moab in the area of Cottage Grove and 63rd Street. That ballistic link is one of the strongest reasons the case should not be treated like one simple rumor, because the gun evidence connected OD's murder to a larger pattern of shootings happening around the same time. This is where the story gets deeper than the version most people repeat online. OD's murder happened inside a climate where Tuka had already been killed, the streets were already tense, and the same gun from OD's murder scene was later connected by lab work to other violent cases. That does not automatically prove every internet theory, but it shows why the murder became part of a much bigger war discussion. The case was never just about one person riding a bike. It was about a neighborhood conflict that was already heating up before the name O Block even existed.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code.
Goddamn ads. The night on the King Drive.
According to the police reports, the shooting happened on August 10th, 2011, around 11:35 p.m. near 401 East 64th Street, close to South Martin Luther King Drive. Officers arrived at approximately 11:40 p.m. and found O.D. Perry injured in the street after being shot. The report says he was transported to Stroger Hospital by CFD Ambulance 55, where Dr. Wiley and medical staff attempted treatment before he was pronounced dead at 12:18 a.m. on August 11th, 2000.
Go to goddamn Stroger Hospital, man. I ain't gonna lie. You bound to die. Motherfuckers not finna take care of you, bro. Like, real shit, bro. That Stroger Hospital, nah. You ain't, but most people die up in there. I ain't gonna bullshit you. That's fucked up.
The first
fucked
police
up.
report describes one gunshot wound on the right side of the neck, but once OD reached the hospital, staff discovered a second gunshot wound near the left shoulder area. Later, detective reports documented the injuries more specifically, stating that one gunshot wound entered the right side of the neck and exited the left shoulder. In the 2017 exceptional clearance report, detectives listed one gunshot wound entering the front left side of the neck and exiting the left shoulder, along with another through and through gunshot wound to the left buttock. That detail is important because it shows the shooting was not just one clean shot from a distance. The wounds and the recovered shell casings point to multiple rounds being fired while OD was moving or trying to get away.
He's trying to get up out of there.
It was not hidden deep inside an alley. It was right near the stores across from Parkway Gardens, where King Drive runs north and south, with businesses on one side and the Parkway Gardens apartment buildings on the other. Detectives described the area as a nighttime scene with overhead street lighting, clear warm weather, and an outside temperature.
Yeah, it used to be lit right there. It used to be a lot of stores right there. I ain't gonna lie, all that shit closed down now. It ain't shit right there, really. All that shit down there closed.
Which are around 70 degrees. King Drive was described as a two-way double-lane street with traffic moving north and southbound, while the west side had the Parkway Gardens apartment buildings and the east side had small retail businesses and restaurants. The crime scene stretched across one of the most important physical locations in the entire O Block story. Detectives documented that OD had been lying on his backside in the middle of King Drive before he was removed from the scene. Crime scene personnel found spent cartridge casings inside the inner perimeter near the southeast corner of 64th and King Drive. Officers used yellow crime scene tape to cordon off a larger outer perimeter across King Drive, from 6,450 to 6,350, then used red crime scene tape for the inner perimeter in the intersection of the 6,400 block of South King Drive.
Yeah, he was through. Bro. He tried to get up out of there.
The most important early witness said they were walking eastbound across King Drive toward the store when OD exited the same store, mounted his bicycle, left the parking lot, and began riding northbound on King Drive. That witness said they were standing in front of the store in the parking lot when they heard 3 gunshots. They saw Odie fall off his bicycle at 64th and King Drive, get up from the ground and begin running northbound down King Drive before approximately 10 more gunshots rang out. The witness then saw OD fall back down into the street. That witness description changes the way the scene should be told. Odie was not simply standing still and ambushed in one frozen position. The report describes him riding a bicycle, falling after the first shots, getting back up, trying to move northbound, then being hit again as the gunfire continued. That gives the shooting a much more frantic timeline than the internet version usually gives it. It also explains why the case became so debated once people started comparing the witness statement. I'm gonna stop the preview right here because the full breakdown is way deeper than what shell casings found at the scene, the possible AutoZone camera, and how this case became one of the most talked about moments connected to the creation of Old Block. This is not just a quick summary, this is the full case file breakdown with the paperwork, the timeline, the scene details, and the parts most people never actually read northbound on King Drive. When you put the CTA statements together, the case no longer looks like one person.
Man, he need to fix that shit. God damn. What the fuck, man? I mean, I guess OD period shit. Fuck.
You love building high-performing websites, but you don't love
Alright, y'all, man, we finna get into this Vonnie situation. If y'all know who Vonnie is, he supposed to be with OTF Dirt and shit. So we finna dive deep and see what's going on to it. Let's go.
Support me. Go to Nene Marie 37 on IG and purchase a signed copy of my book. That's how you support me. Make sure you smash that like and follow me on TikTok.
Alright, yeah, we need to skip that shit. Come on now.
It's your boy Tristan News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't sub to my channel, make sure you
skip that shit too.
Your head on the swivel. Hire the one who is, and they are assigning him public defenders, man. We gotta talk about it. Make sure you smash that like button so this video get around. If you got Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Facebook, Market, AJ, he hooked it up. Smash that hype button and that like button. I will be going live later on. Hey, before I start off talking about OTF Vonnie, I just want to say to everybody who going to prom this weekend, this week, and with Lil Durk. Now, I got to name everything before we get into him being attacked, and his eye got re-rocked in a
shit. God damn it.
To a family member at healthcare of the guy that he sold the guns to. So, OTF Vonnie, first they said Balo and them came out and said that he cleared out King Von deposit box after King Von was dead. Then his father came out and said that OTF Vonnie and him went to go and take the money to the killers, to Lil Tim, them, and Quando Rondo. Now, I still can't believe it. But these days, hey man, I have no choice but.
Man, it's so much backdoor shit. It's hard to tell, so we don't know. God damn it, for real. We don't know.
The daddy who made him, his father said this, Brother Hassan. So, Brother Hassan also said that he took over $3 million from Von. He stole all his money. So whatever trust that Von had in him, it was some deep trust.
That's crazy.
You know? And then we get to Lil Durk. Got on the airplane with Lil Durk, went to go and pay for the guns, went to go and pay for the cars, paid for the hotels with the credit cards, paid for the ski masks and all that.
All that shit.
And then he flipped on Lil Durk. But he said it, that they trying to charge him with the mastermind charge, and nobody's there to help him. Nobody's getting him a lawyer. He should have a lawyer before anybody. And I can agree on that. Vonnie was supposed to have a lawyer knowing that he was on the airplane with Lil Durk. That's all I'm saying about that. But it has been brought to my attention, man, by a person that's down there with them and the family members of the person who sold Vonnie them the guns, man. Well, sold Vonnie the guns and then Vonnie gave them up. So, due diligence, Vonnie was going to healthcare medical for a checkup or something, and he ran into this guy, man, and the guy attacked him, bro. Once he got out his handcuffs, he had attacked him. They said that Vonnie got moved after this incident, and they also said that he had a lump on his eye,
Damn.
a lump on his head, and a lump on the side of his head.
Yeah, his ass beat.
He deserved everything that he had coming. You know, he even was so grimy. You know, I report about the federal paperwork that he put an order of protection out on me. And I just report about public record. Everything that I report about on Bonnie, you can get on Pacer. When the Murder for Hire came out, everybody reported about it. You know what I'm talking about? They even took snippets of my words, sound bites of my words, and switched them around. He say CPD can't save you. Nah, I'm telling everybody to keep their head on a swivel because CPD can't save you. You know, police response is never fast enough than shots fired.
They definitely ain't
the best, you know. So that's why I live by and go by. You know, they can't save you. They come all the way after the end. There's no suspect.
Shit, police in Chicago do not do their fucking job at all. So many unsolved cases, man, for real.
And all that. So if you don't want that, you got to keep your head on the swivel. That's all I was trying to say.
Bro.
But OTL Bonnie, he was attacked. He is flipping on Lil Durk, you know,
That's
and he planned on getting a lesser time. He said when he broke down the federal guidelines chart, it all came down to it. So that let you know that he ain't got no record because he said he trying to get 5 to 7 years. Now that don't mean that he gonna get 5 to 7 years,
right?
Because he did buy all the utensils and everything that they need to prepare, you know, Lil Pab's death. And I think that he should get life with the rest of them if they get life.
Hell yeah!
He not only participated in it, but he went to go and do everything.
All that.
You know what I'm talking about? And he did it with a motive of, if I do get caught, I'm blaming it on them. And they should have known it. Bonnie, they know Bonnie over, you know what I'm talking about, Von. Oh yeah, he cool. Don't nobody really know him, but he around. And then he smart, well, he know.
Yeah, my fault for, you know what I'm saying, cutting out, but he definitely should get, you know what I'm saying, the same type of time they getting. I don't give a fuck if he's snitching. He should just get the same type of time.
Know how to do math. They don't know how to do math. He know how to do taxes. He know how to make money look good that you done spent. You know what I'm talking about, and make it look good with the IRS. So he know how to do all the little
IRS.
And they needed that. You know what I'm talking about. He was even going in Icebox with Lil Durk duffel bag, and he counting the money for Lil Durk, as if Lil Durk was Prince Hakeem and coming to America. You know, but this guy, I gotta give it to him. He is smart. He found him some wiggle room, and no matter all the things he did, because he got the most motive. He got the motive of King Von, his cousin. He got the motive that he robbed King Von and approved that he didn't. He gonna slide. Now, I know a lot of people.
And not only that, he been stealing for Von for the longest too. Goddamn it, like he been doing all type of shiesty ass shit. So he need to get the same type of time as Dirt in them. Fuck that. For real, I agree.
And be like, why would they slide for him, knowing that, hey, look, people do it. People kill their homies every day and then go to tell their mama, hey, look, we finna go and kill everybody out here. And then when it come to find out, when the police come to the mother and say, you know, your son friend, the one who killed him.
Oh, bro.
You know, I seen people with my own eyes in Motown.
Straight back though.
G-Red, Lil Rock got killed. The killers came to the funeral with scars on, scratches and everything, band-aids, and they came talking about what they gonna do in retaliation.
That's crazy.
But the whole time, they end up the ones that did it. It's snakes in the grass out here. That's why I encourage the youth to, man, forget the streets, bro. Go and get you a trade. Go and get you a job. Go and make you a business. Be an entrepreneur, you know. Because you can stay in the street and hug that block all day, man. You ain't gonna never get shit out of it, man. You ain't gonna never get nothing out of it. And the streets are always gonna be here. You can go to jail. You can go, the stop sign, the streets, and everything's still gonna
all you doing is waiting to get killed. Just get shot. All right, who gonna shoot me? That's all you waiting for, nigga. Shit. And then after that, you get put on a damn t-shirt and then get the block named after you. Bro, like, man, and then motherfuckers is merching on you. On photo grave, man. On photo. Man, on folks ass, man. You better quit playing. Goofy as hell. Like, hell nah. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that.
You just gonna be replaced. It's gonna be a new person that step up. But that's what I got on OTL Bonnie, man. OTL Bonnie, he was beat up and attacked, you know, before being transferred to another county. He deserved everything that he got because he didn't swindle everybody. He didn't bamboozle everybody. And You know what I'm talking about? It's just so fortunate that you got people that's in jail that some of these people kinfolks. And you on the West Coast and shit like that, you gonna run into their people. It just so happened he ran into the people who sold him the guns, and he flipped on him, and he ran to his people.
That's it. Bebop.
Hey, but Trencher News told you here first, man. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Hey, next story, we talking about Lil Durk other affiliate, OTF Boogie, man. OTF Boogie no longer has a paid lawyer, can't afford it, and he putting a motion as indigent. You know, that mean you broke. That mean you ain't got no money. You need a public defender. And that's what they assigned to him. This the whole thing about these guys committing crimes. All these guys are jumping off the porch, crashing out. You know, the older guys who been in the streets, they crashing out. Don't nobody got no lawyers. Everybody complaining about commissary and food and what they don't got. Hey, you need to take some time out. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they should have took some time out. Before they got on them airplanes and flew to Cali, they should have been like, man, bro, we gonna get caught.
No, bro, something.
They went through TSA with their ID.
Well, nah, they trying to be hard body, though. They like, you know what? Man, fuck that shit. That's soft shit, man. Stop thinking like that. That's that pussy ass shit, man. Stop being a pussy, nigga. You a motherfucking pussy. Bro.
And then disappeared right after that. Right after they did the murder, they could jump back on the plane. As if nobody wasn't going to search and be like, how did they escape? You know, they weren't going to pull no cameras. Hey, to the youth out there, man, you ain't getting away with nothing, man. I don't care if you wrapped up like a mummy. You got to come from somewhere and you got to go somewhere. And if they really want to get you, they could get you, because them cameras work.
Bro.
They just be bullshitting, bro, because they need to be investigating your case or playing like they still working on it, so they could keep getting paid more money. That's why they ain't solving cases like this. Because if they just solved every case, they wouldn't have a job. You know what I'm talking about? Even though people get killed every day, you would think like that. But yeah, they be having the information, man. But yeah, OTF Boogie putting a motion, says that he's broke basically, and he need a lawyer. And they assign him public defenders, man. And that ain't no good thing, bro. When you fighting murder for hire, you a driver, they charge you with, you know, stalking and everything, and then you got a public defender. Now, I will tell you this. People in the federal system have told me that a public defender in the federal system is just as good as a lawyer, man. They gonna fight just like the lawyer, because you got to go by guidelines and statutes. So that's what they saying, man. But yeah, OTF Boogie, that's the latest paperwork on him. You know, if I was Lil Durk, I know a lot of people say, oh, man, he can't do all that, and he can't do all that. Hey, look.
Shit, like hell he could.
You don't want nobody pointing a finger at you. Not saying that Boogie pointing a finger at Lil Durk, but I'm saying you don't want your co-defendants to tell on you, and you'll have a better chance. You got to get them lawyers, man. You got to find a way.
That's what I've been saying. I've been saying, why the fuck you don't give these motherfuckers lawyers? Before all this shit happened, that should have been the last, like, that was the plan right there. Like, all right, if we do get caught, I'm going to lawyer all y'all ass up, you know what I'm saying? So no worries, y'all. Y'all go ahead, fly up there. I got y'all, man. I'm gonna lawyer y'all ass up if we get caught. You know what I'm saying? Should have just did that. Damn. Dirt ass just left these niggas hanging.
I need some money and tell them, hey, look, pay this lawyer for them, because that's your freedom. You know, even if you do got a chance to wiggle out, you ain't gonna have no chance once your co-defenders tell on you, bro. Vonnie is a big part of Lil Durk going down. He's a big part.
Yeah.
They don't even need number 2.
They just need him, bro.
Hey, did Lil Durk know what y'all was doing on that plane when y'all flew? Yeah, he knew. Even if Lil Durk didn't know, Lil Durk going down, man, just because he rode on the plane with him. And Vonnie them executed some shit, you know what I'm talking about, with or without his knowledge. Now, what looked bad on Lil Durk end, even if Lil Durk didn't know on the plane ride, he was with the killers after the fact, and that's what they saying, that they was celebrating and they was getting paid and monetary through videos and grills and all this, you know, Jimmy's promise to rap career and shit like that. Lil Durk should never gave these guys an opportunity to even have to point the finger at him. He wasn't supposed to have no business and none of this. And then a murder for hire with the other KFC workers in Chicago, Marley and AJ. They pleaded guilty. Marley finna plead guilty on the 20th of May to the charges. Now it's a murder for hire. AJ already copped out, you know. But what comes next? What about the person who paid the money? Cause somebody gotta go down, bruh.
Somebody
gotta go down for it. And then in the
shit.
suit, they gotta have a payee to the person. The Marley and AJ ain't got no money. Who you think Stephon Mack and Lil Pab and all them going after? They going after dirt. So yeah, man, that's what I got on OTF Boogie.
OTF.
Last but not least, man, Lil J has filed a motion. He filed the motion to get some time back, and the judge has heard his motion, and we shall see if Lil J will return home before get lesser time, and they take off some time, or he'll be doing the same time, man. I'll keep y'all updated on that, man. Hey, but make sure
that
all
nigga
y'all
transformed,
out there,
boy.
man. My man is my nine. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. I need.
Boy, I tell you, man. That nigga Lil J, I don't know, man. I think he'd like to be in keep his ass in there. For real. He a mechanic. That nigga a fucking mechanic, boy. For real. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Well, I guess about it, man. Let me see, man.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the young.
Omar Johnson just crashed.
Finna get into the Omar. Let's go.
Kevin Hart and every black entertainer at the Netflix roast, and he issued a final warning and laid out the consequences that's gonna come if they ever sell out black folks in that fashion again. Netflix has this thing called Joke Fest, and a part of Joke Fest, they do like a live comedy special. Last year, I believe it was the roast of Tom Brady. This year, it was the roast of Kevin Hart. Black people were really pissed at Kevin Hart and other.
I think I seen some shit like that. It was some long time ago where they did a roast shit with Shaquille O'Neal. Bro, they was roasting shit out of him.
Black entertainers in attendance, but more specifically Kevin Hart, because they believe that they sat by and allowed the white supremacist comedian Tony Hinchcliffe to make a tasteless joke about George Floyd being in hell and laughing.
You know, Kevin, they told me not to mention your kids on this roast, but I must say, you did good. They've gotten so big, they now buckle Kevin up in the car seat. It's true he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fight. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe. God bless you, Kevin. God bless this room. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you so much.
I thought that was...
Man, this shit is not even funny, bro. What? Is this... I don't know, bro. That shit wasn't even funny at all, man. That shit was just boring. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was trying to, like, see what a punchline was at. I guess I missed it or something. Like, I don't know how that shit was funny. They was laughing. The audience, they was laughing like a motherfucker.
Super corny on Kevin Hart behalf and Tony Hinchcliffe behalf. That wasn't even a joke about Kevin Hart. Like, you didn't even mix Kevin Hart into that joke. You just straight up said that man is below us, which is me in hell, laughing up at us, right? Just disrespecting the dead. I thought the joke about
still not even funny.
I thought that joke was also corny as well, and Pete Davidson was trying too hard, right? But the difference between Charlie Kirk and, let's say, George Floyd is Charlie Kirk, for the most part, made himself a public figure. George Floyd had no intention on ever being a public figure. He didn't open himself up to scrutiny, right? He was just put in that position with his death. Yeah. So no, I didn't think making fun of the dead is cool, cute, or anything. Now, all the other jokes about other people in the room, like Cheryl Underwood, I ain't got no problem with that. but Umar Johnson does. And Umar Johnson went off, right?
God
Umar
damn.
Johnson sent a strong
Boy,
warning
you don't want to mess with Omar. That nigga, boy, he go crazy for his peoples.
to Kevin Hart and every
For the
white
people.
entertainer in that room who didn't stand up for George Floyd.
As a spokesman for the black freedmen of this country, as a spokesman for the black African race, I'm the most popular grassroots spokesman in the world for my people. Y'all get a pass on Mother's Day. I'm giving them a pass, Art. One pass. But I want Kevin Hart to know, and I don't care who in Philadelphia don't like it, I don't care. I'm letting Lizzo know. I'm letting Cheryl Underwood know. I'm letting Draymond Green know. Tiffany Haddish, Regina Hall, although Regina Hall stood her ground. If y'all ever let white people do this to us again, if y'all ever sit at a comedy show and let white people insult and castrate, verbally castrate and humiliate and shame the black race like y'all did on Mother's Day, we will cancel y'all too. And I'm not playing. Y'all black entertainers better stop playing with the self-respect of black people. You black football players, you black basketball players, you rappers, you goofy ass rappers, you singers, you actors, you dancers, you comedians. I'm telling you now, white folk are going to try to use them, Art. They're going to try to use them to bring back the modern day minstrel show by humiliating us in their faces. And I'm letting the whole black entertainment world know right now, we will march on your ass. We will march on your house. We will boycott your movies. Don't play with me. I'm telling y'all now, I'm talking to every black entertainer in this country. Don't play with me. If you think we're going to sit by and allow you to let white people make a mockery of black people so you can get paid, you got another thing coming.
Who elected Umar Johnson?
I was just finna say that shit, bro. Like, who the fuck he think he is, Chad? Like, who the... Bro. This motherfucker here, he like, hey, y'all better listen to his ass, goddammit. He gonna put belt to ass, goddammit. Like, nigga, calm your ass down, boy. Who listened to this guy here? Who gave this guy a seat? Like, get your ass up out of here, nigga. Like, ain't listen to your ass.
For black people. I'm not saying I got a problem with it. He said he's the voice of black people.
So lame ass up out of here, though. I ain't elected his ass.
Who elected Umar
The
Johnson
fuck?
and when were the votes casted? Now,
You missed me with that one.
Umar Johnson said, let's just take the Netflix roast from out of it. I think we need to be on this, like on this stance, on this code, regardless of the Netflix special.
For sure.
We should have been had this thing.
For sure.
When these rappers is rapping about doing drugs that they don't do to line up their pockets, right? Because they white zaddy at the record labels told them to do so. We need to get them out of here, right? You're destroying our community for profit. You're destroying our community to
Get them up out of here.
Of non-blacks who got you signed, right? When these rappers is rapping about killing people in a lifestyle they've never lived, right? And they're destroying and brainwashing our community to line up the pockets of non-blacks who got them signed. We need to call
Shit, it ain't even just the rappers. Like, it's some of these streamers too. They go on, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Vlad. No disrespect to Adam Jumper. No disrespect to none of them. But I'm just saying, they go to them platforms and, you know what I'm saying, get them all the credit and all that shit. But then when they don't get paid, you know what I'm saying, like they want to get paid, then they be like, oh, well, Vlad, well, you supposed to gave me this, you supposed to gave me that, you supposed to, man, like, bro, you supposed to been doing your own shit regardless. Why you going on their platform to do shit? Why you going on, you know what I'm saying, you supposed to been doing your own, you know what I'm saying, you already, you know what I'm saying, you already doing what you're supposed to do, so why you going on their platform to, you know what I'm saying, to push your shit even more? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what the fuck, bro?
You gotta get out of here. You gotta get canceled. When these rappers is pushing agendas, or these entertainers is pushing agendas that ain't really beneficial for our people, we need to get them out of here.
Get them up out of there.
Out of the Netflix roast. Get them out of here for their everyday treason. I agree 1,000%. I don't think we needed this Netflix roast, right? To see these people ain't never on code, never will be on code. The average black entertainer got ushered into the industry, got given their first opportunity by a non-black on average. The average black entertainer has an addiction to proximity to whiteness because they understand proximity to whiteness is how you advance forward in this industry. The average entertainer is gonna put, like career advancements over being a revolutionary. So when we watch them sit in the room, laugh, geek up, smile, chuck and jive, when George Floyd was disrespected, I wasn't shocked. These folks had never been on code, right? I'm not shocked. This is who they are. Now, Umar Johnson had issues with other jokes outside of the George Floyd joke. Now, I only had an issue with the George Floyd joke, right? Because if Cheryl Underwood, if Kevin Hart and others put themselves in the room for a roast, they got to deal with the jokes that come towards them individually, regardless of how harsh it is. But the George Floyd joke to me was especially egregious because George
that's
Floyd was
crazy.
not in the room.
Here's another joke.
He did,
Talk
right.
about again, Cheryl Underwood art. This was not about Kevin Hart. This was an Erica Kirk get back. Listen to this. Her husband committed suicide after 3 years of marriage. I've only been sitting next to her for 2 hours, and I want to ask him, how did he last so long? Her husband committed suicide after 3 years. I've been sitting next to her for 2 hours. I want to ask him, how did he last so long? Art, somebody better tell Netflix. Somebody better tell Netflix that if you ever
Shit ain't funny,
disrespect our women like this again, we are boycotting Netflix. It won't be no more Netflix. It won't be no more Netflix. In fact, Tyler Perry, start your black flicks.
I'm saying though, like I agree with the, the message though, but nigga, who the fuck you think you are? Like, what the fuck, nigga?
Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, somebody needs to start black flicks. We need to get away from Netflix anyway.
We do have a black flicks. It's called Tubi. Black folks have denigrated Tubi, the brand, so much that when we say Tubi or, oh, that's a Tubi movie, it's synonymous for low budget. It's synonymous for bad acting. It's synonymous for trash. So black folks label Tubi as low budget and added negative connotations to it. So, like, who can we blame for that? Like, who can we blame, right, for denigrating our own brand that's for us and by us?
See?
Tubi exists.
See?
Black folks make sure no A-listers, no real actors, no real entertainers worth they saw is trying to be associated with the Tubi brand because we calling it low budget. So we got ourselves to blame. Now,
See,
I'm gonna say
that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's the exact shit I'm talking about. Like, we, we go to, all these other platforms. Like I said, no disrespect to Vlad, no disrespect to No Jumper. I'm just saying we go to them platforms and expect, like, yeah, blow up with them, and then we don't get, the money that we supposed to be getting. We like, damn, you supposed to be paying us. Then they talk shit to their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you don't just build some shit? Just like Tubi. We got Tubi. Motherfuckers ain't trying to hear that shit. Motherfuckers like, man, Tubi is a low budget ass shit. Nobody don't want to get to that shit, bro. And that's what I'm talking about.
When it comes to Cheryl Underwood and Tiffany Haddish, both black women in the room, after the fact, they were asked about the George Floyd joke. Tiffany Haddish said the only people mad about the George Floyd jokes were people who couldn't be in the room. Cheryl Underwood ain't really have no issues with the George Floyd joke. So, like, I should boycott Netflix because Netflix made jokes about Cheryl Underwood. 1, she signed up to have herself be made fun of. 2, she made fun of people. 3, she ain't have no issue with George Floyd being dissed. Why would I care if Cheryl Underwood gets dissed? I'm not boycotting Netflix because of Cheryl Underwood. I will boycott Netflix because of George Floyd.
And you know what's funny? I just renewed my subscription to watch this. Let's continue, Art.
You just renewed this shit.
Almost done. Here we go. George Floyd is looking up at us, and laughing so hard that he can't breathe. You making jokes about black people who were murdered by police, that's funny? That's comedy? And let me say this to all the art, because guess what the was saying on my Instagram yesterday? You don't understand risque comedy. Nah,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I got like a dark humor, but that shit is not funny. This shit corny as hell, Chad. Shit is corny. For real.
Nah, house. I understand risque comedy, but what I'm telling you, I don't care what kind of comedy it is. You're not going to disrespect black people because art, what they're trying to do is bring back the minstrel show. What was the minstrel show, Art? Back from 1830 to 1930. From the Nat Turner War until the heyday of the Marcus Garvey movement, our greatest black movement of modern history, white people would dress up in blackface, Art, and they would play ridiculous, stereotypical black characters. Zip Coon, the Pickaninny, the Mammy, Uncle Tom, the Laughing Sambo, and they made us look like complete animals and morons. And why did they do it, Art? The minstrel shows, which was the most popular form of entertainment in America at that time, were done to do what? Justify the mistreatment of blacks, justify the lynching of blacks, justify the slavery of blacks. And guess what, Art? They're trying to do it again. They're trying to bring back the minstrel show, with the only difference being now, Art, instead of painting their white faces black, they just gonna laugh in our black faces. It should have been called the Netflix Racist Roast of Black America, featuring Cheryl Underwood.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like, I don't know. It seemed like this shit, like this race shit, trying to get pushed out more, cause you got Chud, you know what I'm saying, going to jail. He got shot, you know what I'm saying, trying to be racist towards a black person. Then you got another person that's trying to betray Chud on some racial stuff on the same path as Chud on. Now you got this shit. It's like, what's going on for real? Like, what's going on? For real, Chad? What's going on?
Listen to this, Art. Kevin Hart gets up there. He's the last half hour, Art. So this is about almost 3 hours. He's the last half hour, right before he bring out Meek Mill to do his closeout rap. Shout out to Meek. Kevin Hart says,
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business.
y'all told me y'all want to see a real nigga tonight, so I'ma be a real nigga. Kevin Hart, I love you, bro, but don't you dare use the N-word around these Caucasians, and don't you dare make them think it's okay to use the N-word.
Like, I'm not reading Kevin Hart saying I'ma act like a real N-word as him giving permission to white folks to say the N-word. I don't know. I think that's a reach per se. But the next part, though, I kinda agree with, because I didn't see Kevin Hart roast any white women at that roast. Now, everything isn't about race, so please, if I'm focusing on like race too much, I don't know. So Umar Johnson pointed out the fact that Kevin Hart, for the most part, you know, there's no viral clips of Kevin Hart roasting any white women, but Kevin Hart went out of his way to roast the sisters, right? The black women, right? Cheryl Underwood, who already had it hard enough. Listen, man. If anybody other than George Floyd had it tough, it was Cheryl Underwood. Kevin Hart went out of his way to do a final roast for Lizzo, Cheryl Underwood, and Tiffany Haddish. And Umar Johnson felt like, after Cheryl Underwood and the night that she had, for you to pile on, even if it was a roast, Umar Johnson felt like that was cruel.
We don't do that, bro. We don't do that. And then he says, Shane was one Bud Light away from calling me a nigga. And then Kevin did something I didn't like, Art, and this is my last piece, and I'm just going to close with my assessment.
What's that? Let's go on here.
Kevin Hart said, I'm not going to let y'all stand up here and disrespect my black queens.
All right,
my
all
black
right.
sisters, or something to that effect, right, Art? So I'm thinking he about to clap back. I'm thinking Kevin Hart about to be an alpha male and say, I didn't appreciate them jokes you made about black women tonight. You went too far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, you know what he says? He
What?
thanks them for coming out. Regina Hall, Lizzo, Tiffany Haddish, Cheryl Underwood. And guess what he says? None of these women have a man. They a bunch of lonely bitchs.
God damn it.
Art, they just sat through a whole night of humiliation from white comics. And here's Kevin Hart, my North Philly brother who I love and respect. He gonna turn around and right when you think he about to defend the honor of black women, Art,
Man.
he throws them under the bus too. And say, ain't none of them got no man. They a bunch of lonely bitchs.
Oh.
Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Was this Kevin Hart roast out of pocket? All right, the black.
I gotta see that shit. I don't know. I gotta see that shit though. But who the fuck Omar think he is though? What the fuck going on with this man? Oh yeah. He the spokesman of us. God damn, hell nah. Man, chat. I think I'm done with it for tonight. Man, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe though.